gleams in the neon glow. Coffee grounds scattered with steam rising, black cup on the table. Chipped porcelain, cold and unstable. Bloodshot eyes hide in the fable. Truth buried deep under the label. Sour taste of lies in the brew. Shadows whisper what they knew. Stirring secrets thick as glue. Drip by drip the story grew. Fingers trembling smudge the stain. Whispers echo like a freight train. Lipstick smears but won't explain. What's left in the dark remains. Sour taste of lies in the brew. Shadows whisper what they knew. Stirring secrets thick as glue. Drip by drip the story grew. Fingers trembling smudge the stain. Whispers echo like a freight train. Lipstick smears but won't explain. What's left in the dark remains. Sour taste of lies in the brew. Shadows whisper what they knew. Stirring secrets thick as glue. Drip by drip the story grew. The knife's edge gleams in the neon glow. Coffee grounds scatter where the truth won't go. Voices howl like the wind does blow. Sin brewed up in this grim tableau. Sour taste of lies in the brew. Shadows whisper what they knew. Stirring secrets thick as glue. Drip by drip the story grew. Drip by drip the story grew. Voltage gleams in the neon glow. Coffee grounds scatter with steam rising, black cup on the table. Chipped porcelain, cold and unstable. Bloodshot eyes hide in the fable. Truth buried deep under the label. Sour taste of lies in the brew. Shadows whisper what they knew. Stirring secrets thick as glue. Drip by drip the story grew. Fingers trembling smudge the stain. Whispers echo like a freight train.
All right, welcome back to the cafe, y'all. Round number 2 tonight. Thank you all so much for joining me tonight. Guys, we're delving into what's going on in Letcher County, Kentucky. I'm sure you guys have been following it. Most everybody here that's been with me has. We've been on it since it started, and it's really, we talked about it a little bit earlier. It's really starting to get wild over there, and I've been really itching to get back on it. So we're gonna jump back into that tonight. Thank you guys so much for joining us. If you would, please make sure to hit that like button, folks, if you can, please, and thank you. Share this out. Let everybody know what we be doing in here tonight. That being said, y'all, it's going to get interesting for damn sure. So thank you all once again for being here. You know what comes next. So let's do this thing, folks. Here we go. Here we go. There you go. All right. Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for joining me tonight. I appreciate you all for being here. I'm kind of grateful to be able to jump into something a little bit different. This is a wild and crazy ass story, folks. It's gotten crazier by the day. It got quiet there when it first came out. I was into it, putting out anything I could with it, and it has been, I'm telling you what, folks, it's getting nuts. Thank you guys so much for joining us, guys. Look, says we got 312 peeps in here with 181 likes, guys. Please make sure to hit that like button on the way through the door and share this out if you will, please. And thank you. I thank you so very much. All right, let's see. Let's see who we got in here tonight. Fizzy's fizzing around. Alicia J. Hey, good to see you. Miss Krista, welcome back with Reality. Great show today. Meg P, good to see you. Josie West, always happy to see you. Ballpark, welcome back. Meg P, great to see you as well. Simply Solo, Indians all, good to see you. The megastar, Miss Meg. Good Trouble, welcome back to you. Eddie's back in the house tonight. Good to see you, sir. 300 laps, good to have you here. Michelle Weddle, welcome back to you. Let me see. Show. Let me see. Hold on. Thank you, Meg, for that. Simply Good Trouble. It's good to see you. CZ, welcome back to you. CJag 1K, good to have you here. Good to see ya. Good Trouble. CZ. I think I got everybody just about here. Hold on. Trish Crow, great to see you tonight. Great to have you in the house. Perfect time. Good to hear. I'm glad I could catch everybody to hop on in with us. Come on in, guys. Moonbreaker's in the house. Good to see you, my friend. Thank you for being here. So, yeah, guys, I don't know how many of you guys are familiar with the Letcher County situation. Sheriff Sean Mickey Stines shot and killed Judge Kevin Mullins on video in his what do you call that? The judge's quarters, chambers, in his chambers. Texas Ranger, welcome back, my friend. Beach Babe, good to see you as well. Right on camera. There's no audio, but you visually saw it. We watched the video, all that fun stuff. And he walked out calmly, turned himself over to them, and has been in jail ever since. claimed he made a statement that they're trying to kidnap my wife and daughter. Well, there's things starting to come out all over the place now. It's been quiet for a while. There was a hearing. Curious Rose, welcome back. There was a hearing, a couple different hearings actually on this, and Mickey's acting way out of hand, folks. Like just not like a normal person would be acting. He's very paranoid and things like that. But this town, this county, and the thing is it was stated is we're going to review the interviews again. We're going to go through these interviews of the people that are speaking out now, and it tells the whole story, folks. The one girl says that I think her name's Tay. That it's not a secret. The whole county knows about it, and it's been going on for a long time. So it's just like, what? So yeah, we're gonna go through that. Misty Jane, welcome. Good to see you. For those of you that are not a fan, I'm sorry. Brian Etten did the interview. He did well with this. I'll give him that much. Okay, you got to give him props for that. We may not like his coverage on Idaho, but he did well with this. I guess you could say he kind of redeemed himself with this. Cat K, welcome. Good to see you. As a reporter, still not happy with what they're doing in Idaho, though. I'll tell you that much. But that's a whole different story. Smitty's in the house. I want that tea. Seahawks. Miss Tandy's in the house. Good to see you. Tomboy should be popping in here somewhere. You want the tea? Well, we don't do tea in here. We do sauce. We're gonna spill the sauce. Same thing. Just tastes better, in my opinion. Megatron. Miss Meg the Megastar. Thank you guys so much for joining us again. I appreciate you all very much. Maybe after the fact, I can we'll open a panel up. We can talk about it if you guys want to. It's up to you. What everybody's thoughts are on this situation, because it's a crazy one, guys. I've never seen something that is so blatantly out in the open like this. It's nuts. It is nuts. Yes, I agree with you. Rose sauce is definitely better. And so are all these amazing meatballs floating around in it. Come on, guys. Just want to make sure everybody's here before we get kicking so we don't have to go backwards on it. Good to see you tonight, Alicia. It's been a couple days. Great to know you're here. Or it's great to see you here and hope you're doing well. Sorry, I didn't say that right at first. Tinel Ray, good to see you. Oh, we love doing those. We don't do them too often, Fizzy, but very good. Very good. Yeah, exactly, Meg. Exactly. Tinel Ray, wonderful to see you. Anybody else that's not in chatting at this moment, you're just hanging out, kind of watching from the hall or whatever, please understand we greatly appreciate you as well. It's wonderful to have you all here. Oh, I know. That's why I said it's good to see you. Ooh, that sounds good, Kat. That sounds really good. Okay, this case though, I'm telling you, you don't want to miss this one. This is nuts. Once you hear about it, I'm just saying. What up, Willie boy? Good to see you tonight, brother. Hope you're doing well. It is nutty, Meg. I agree. Yes. Yeah, we got to break it up a little bit. I cover a lot of stuff, but I've really been stuck on Idaho lately because of these stupid reports, trying to get through those. But this case I've been following from day one. And I'm kind of obsessed with wanting to understand it and what's going on. So anytime that there's any kind of updates, I've been putting them out. Well, this is a big one, a real big one. Let's see here. Good to see you, ballpark. It looks like it. Yes. There's Tomboy. You found it. Found it what? I'll give you guys, for those of you that might not be familiar, I'll give you guys a little, we'll go back just a minute to show you this and then we'll jump up to what's going on right now. All right, here we go. Like I said, this episode here, or this segment, I'm sorry, it's from like 10 months ago when this first went down. But this is, I could have never imagined it was going to be as bad as what I'm going to show you guys. It's crazy, y'all. Oh, Tomboy, you did find it. And oh boy, oh boy. Huh, he looks like he could be involved, that's for sure. Good job, Tomboy. Good job. Very good job. All right. Let's check this out. Zach County, welcome to you. You're gonna kick out of this one, Willie, if you haven't heard about this yet. It's nuts.
It's a case that's gripped not just Kentuckians, but people across the nation from the beginning, when former Letcher County Sheriff Sean "Mickey" Stines allegedly shot and killed District Judge Kevin Mullins in his chambers on September 19th. Kylie Hill sat down with the attorney
Exactly,
representing
Ranger.
Stines
Exactly.
to learn more about his client's mindset. It's our top story at 6:30.
The video itself is disturbing and difficult to watch for anyone.
27 seconds of video showing the brutal murder of District Judge Kevin Mullins. But according to the defense attorney for former Letcher County Sheriff
Trigger warning. This video includes sensitive and violent content that may not be suitable for all viewers. This video is for 18 plus only.
Just in case, y'all.
Sean "Mickey" Stines, the man accused of murdering Mullins. Those 27 seconds lack the full story.
I think that we need to see the entire video and the other evidence that can put that into context. And without that context, the portion that we saw, it does not stand alone. There has to be an understanding of the full story.
I sat down with Jeremy Bartley earlier, who says the fatal shooting wasn't planned.
I specifically asked the officer if there was any indication in his investigation that this was in any way planned, and he indicated no.
He believes the highest level of
Welcome, Tonka.
should be manslaughter.
What we're saying is that is based upon the facts that we know on so far, that should be the ceiling. We will mount a full defense. Extreme emotional disturbance, as you know, is a partial defense, right? But
yeah, there's been quite a few people that have referred some of the situational stuff here between, or not referred, but compared this between Idaho Fort possibly and things that could be going on in Idaho. Not necessarily the same things, but the same type of a standard possibly.
we intend to pair that with another defense.
Obviously, since this incident, a lot of questions.
Yeah, Eddie, that's going to be because it shot him 9 times and he was making sure that he was done. That is definitely going to stand against him. But I think he's going with temporary insanity as his defense. So we'll see.
Have been raised. One that has caused a lot of confusion at the time of the preliminary hearing is whether or not Stein's daughter's phone number was a saved contact in Mullins' phone.
My question when I asked was the number in the phone. I was referencing a recent call. I didn't specifically ask if it was a contact. If they say it is not, then I'll take that at face value today.
Another pressing question was the federal lawsuit where Stines was accused of failing to investigate allegations that one of his deputies repeatedly sexually abused a woman in Mullins Chambers, a reason for this crime.
One must wonder if they were not related. But again, we await to see the evidence and the completion of the state's investigation and the completion of our independent investigation.
He says they're hoping for an acquittal.
We're going to put on a full defense and urge for an acquittal if and when this case goes in front of a jury, of a full acquittal. I'm not going to announce today what we believe that defense will be, although everyone wants to know.
Kylie Hill, Fox 56 News.
Guy, welcome back, buddy. Good to have you here tonight. So after this happened, after he was arrested, they had him sitting in the hallway for a period of time. They were waiting on, I believe it was state police to show up. Okay. Once they showed up, they were going to move him to transport him to a different jail, so on and so forth. Conflict of interest since he was the sheriff, you know, so on and all that. And he became extremely, and I mean extremely paranoid that they were going to kill him as he was being transported. He thought, he wanted to check the car and everything, thought there was another officer or somebody in the car that was going to take him out as he was being transferred. That made me start questioning things. Hillbilly True Crime has been covering this, guys. You got to check out everything she's put out on. She's done a great job with it. You guys couldn't hear it? Okay, I'll have to make sure it's fixed. But yeah, beyond paranoid. He was looking around every corner. He kept saying, "Come on, y'all, be fair to me, be fair to me. Don't kill me." I mean, blatantly just saying that to these people. And I'm going, what the hell's going on? You know, I mean, he picked up the phones in the video, in the long video we saw. He's looking at it. This had something to do with his wife and his daughter, because he stated they're trying to kidnap my wife and daughter. And then there was a picture from what I had heard of his daughter's phone number on Mullins' phone. So we all thought there was something going on there. I don't know, but they're getting to this, and they're going to explain tonight with what we're going to review on this interview, exactly what's been going on. And I had my thoughts that Mullins had some involvement in something. I stated when we covered it before, but you know, we didn't know for sure. It's blatant now. We know for a fact what's going on and how bad it is. It's really bad, folks. I've never heard of anything like this. Literally, like the courthouse in Letcher County has literally been used as a brothel. Without saying it. That's why I put it there. It's insane. And like I said, Mickey had to, his deputy was accused of trading sex for favors to inmates, female inmates. So he was convicted of this and he was put in jail, whatever. Okay. And the sheriff, Mickey Stines, he had to give a deposition a few days before this happened. And from that point forward, he hadn't slept in days. It was stated by I think it was his aunt he was staying with. He had not slept in days. And he was just wired and very, very, I mean, the paranoia was real and it was really, really out there. Okay. Yes, the ones that had the GPS monitors. He was trading sexual favors for paying for, I think, the GPS trackers on the house arrest monitors. I mean, there's a lot to this. Now it's come out with the interview that Enton did, was that it was a sex ring in a sense. And when you hear this, if you haven't heard this, holy shit, guys, this is deep and it goes up real high. And I mean, like, very, very high ups, besides Mullins himself. So yeah, it's interesting as all hell for sure. Give me 1 minute here. So I'm going to catch everybody up. And that's the thing is but good point, Eddie, that Stines knew that he could have went to whoever he went to, the state police, whatever, and that this wasn't going to change because there were so many people involved that were government level, maybe even higher than that, folks, and higher than local government level, I should say. So it made you wonder, like, who, Okay. Who that he didn't think that he could say something to somebody else and have it dealt with. And at that point, I think he felt closed in. He had no other choice. And here we are. So once again, guys, I know a lot of we're not all fans of Brian Enton, but I think he redeemed himself with this interview. Getting this interview, he did a great job. And welcome, Ms. Sinew. Good to see you. I was impressed with this, and it's really interesting to hear what these girls have to say. Crazy. So here we go. Please make sure you hit that like button, folks, on your way through the door. Share this out. Let everybody know what we be doing here tonight. Appreciate you very much. Yeah, they were saying that there was something that a form of encephalitis too, Meg. That's right. That caused his brain to swell. That was causing other issues mentally and physically. You are so welcome, Sinew. Great to have you here. All right, let's see.
Where the sheriff shot and killed the judge right in the judge's chambers. I'm investigating what happened, and there is a lot more to the story. Allegations of a secret sex ring. I'm looking into all of it for this edition of Brian Enton Investigates. Hey guys, so I've got two really interesting interviews coming up from Kentucky. First of all, a woman who I spoke to who said that she had sex with the judge countless times. The judge who was murdered. She said she had sex with him countless times to get out of crimes, and she says that is just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to the corruption. Also, a jailer, a different woman who worked in the jail as a guard, who says that there were sex parties going on in and around the jail, and she goes into detail. So you're going to hear from both of those women in a second. First, let me give you guys some of the backstory here, catch you up if you haven't been following this case. Former Letcher County Sheriff Sean Mickey Stines has been jailed since the killing last September of the judge. It was caught on surveillance camera. This is in Whitesburg, Kentucky. That's where I was. And again, just think about this. This is a sheriff, the county sheriff, killing the judge. So this is extremely unusual. And from the moment this happened, I knew there had to be more to the story here. Stines is accused of fatally shooting Letcher County District Judge Kevin Mullins in the judge's chamber. And Mullins died at the scene. And Stines, again, who was the sheriff at the time, surrendered without incident. The surveillance video shows a man who looks just like Stines pulling out a gun, shooting Mullins as he sat at his desk. And the man walked around the desk then, pointed at the gun at the judge, and then fired again. Authorities haven't yet released a motive for the shooting, but this is where things
Welcome,
get
Jen,
really
Seven, Lucy.
interesting
Good to
here
see
when
you
we
all
start to
tonight.
peel
Thanks for
back the
joining us.
layers. The judge, according to lawsuits
Mr.
that we've
Girl,
looked
yeah, I
into
saw that too.
and
And
people
welcome,
that we've
Mr. Girl.
talked to, could have been involved in a sex for favors plot. The judge was connected to a sex for favors scheme when women on house arrest exchanged sexual acts for special treatment. And this is according to a lawsuit. Now, since the murder of Judge Mullins, everyone has speculated as to Sheriff Stines' motive for killing Mullins. The reason behind the shooting, according to some locals, could be that Judge Mullins, again, was involved in this sex for favors scandal, demanded that Stines keep his mouth shut about it when a lawsuit was filed by one of the victims. And at this point, at least two women that we know of have filed lawsuits who say that they were forced to have sex or they were told that they would have to go back to jail. And so that takes us back to where we are now, these women coming forward, including a woman who I interviewed named Taya Adams, who sat down with me. I went to her home in Kentucky, and she said that she had sex with the judge to get out of trouble. She acknowledges that the corruption is widespread. She also acknowledges that she's been in and out of trouble for addiction, and has been in and out of jail, but said that actually made her the perfect victim, and says she is telling the truth about what happened. Listen to this. So what was your first interaction with the judge?
I knew him before because my sister worked for the Commonwealth Attorney for a really long time. Like, I grew up in his office and stuff. So whenever he got elected to be Commonwealth Attorney, and we moved over into City Hall, and then Kevin was the assistant Commonwealth Attorney, and his office was like across the road from it. And I was kind of like informal intern in there, like learning office management and stuff. And I went over to his office to learn how to take a deposition. And that was the first interaction that I had with him as far as the sex and stuff goes.
What happened?
I gave him oral with my shirt pulled down, and whenever we were done, he threw money in my face, told me to clean myself up, and reminded me that I knew better than to tell my sister.
And what was his job at that time?
Assistant Commonwealth Attorney. And we would do sex parties and perform shows and have sex with them for money, things like that.
Where were the parties?
Various places. There are different cabins. There's an apartment down like toward Thornton that they would use. It's got like mirrored ceilings and a bidet and a sex swing and all the things. Yeah.
Did you feel like you could say no?
No, and they would make sure to make you feel as small and degraded and belittled as possible to take your power away, you know?
What sort of things would they do?
But also, like, I have to say, like, we were having fun too, you know, like we were doing drugs, we was doing coke, doing a lot of cocaine, partying, you know, like it wasn't like they were just like, they weren't raping, like physically, like, you know, what people think about when they hear the word rape. It was consensual. But it was the thing that we were so young, and then they used it against us and to destroy our lives later.
How so?
With the legal system. And CPS. Systematically removing your whole life, piece by piece.
Did they ever tell you that you couldn't say anything?
Yeah. I mean, that was just a given, you know. And like, who would believe it anyway? Because the whole town's doing it, you know. Nobody cares. They're all swingers. It's all a big party to them. It was just like so normal.
Did you ever have sex with him after he became judge?
Yeah.
When he was the judge?
Yes. I've had sex with him in the chambers. I've had sex with him upstairs.
You had sex in the chambers?
Yes.
How did that?
It was not the room that's on film. That's on that, where that camera is, where the murder and stuff happened. That's not the room that was always the chambers. I don't know, like, I think it might be behind that where it was. But there was like a different desk and everything in there. That's not the same room.
And how did that happen?
What?
The sex in the chambers.
We would just like, sometimes we would just go over there and hang out, and he'd be like, just hang out. Let me go sit on the bench for a while. I'll be in a minute. You know, and everybody would come back there and smoke and stuff after. The girls who, they would bring them up from the jail for the house arrest people and stuff. They would have sex all over the place with them too.
From the jail?
Yeah.
Welcome, Don.
Were you ever there when that happened?
Yeah.
You saw it?
Yeah.
And that's the thing, guys. This is consensual, but it's under duress if you think about the situation. The threats that these women that had underneath them, okay, that they were forced in a sense. There, as you'll hear, she talks about how that they threaten to take your children away. They do take their children away, you know, and she gets into this whole thing where it explains there's a drug aspect to this, where they were given drugs at young ages to start this, get them hooked, and then they needed it. They needed these things to happen. Then they go to drug court, and it's a whole mess. It's crazy, folks. And it's disgusting to me that they didn't really have a choice at all. It's either do it or think right. 100%. And that's just how they ended up in these situations. So yeah, in my opinion, I agree with you, Good Trouble. It's really not consensual, you know, because you have no choice to do this, or this is what your life is going to be. This is sad to me. This is what happens. And we see this in all the cases, a lot of the cases we cover. Judge Gall, Judge Hippler, the stuff in Idaho, the stuff in Delphi, the Karen Reed situation, this situation, it's about abuse of power. And there's a lot of this that goes on in the world, period. Abuse of power. You put someone in a position that gives them that power, and they take full advantage of it almost every time. It's a very sad thing. Not everybody does this. Don't get me wrong. Not all judges are like this, and all police officers and all that stuff. They're not all like this. In a lot of senses, if that person is not a good person in a sense, it's already there before they even get that position. They're just waiting on it, you know? So just saying. I don't think there's anything wrong with what she's wearing or what she looks like. Based on what she did, she's going to be judged regardless. But again, that was a different life that she was living at that time. She's clean, sober. She's not on drugs. She knows what she's talking about. That's why she's coming out and saying this now. And God love her. I respect her for being able to have the ability to do this, knowing that she would be judged. Okay. Because the people are just nasty. We know that. And I support her 100%.
Knew the girls personally. Yeah. They were my friends and family. They were the people that we lived with on the streets.
So they would
The
bring
other ones that they've done the same thing to and taken their kids and slammed them and put them with all these big crazy charges.
So I mean, you're saying it like it's so normal, but I just want to make sure.
Yeah.
So the judge would have sex with inmates from the jail.
Yes.
And you saw it.
Yes. I was part of it. I was one of them. Not just from being in jail, like coming in off the street and seeing them. Yeah.
How did they keep it a secret?
It wasn't a secret. Wasn't a secret.
That is the part right there that blew my mind. It's not a secret, as you're going to hear. It never was a secret. Everybody in the entire county knew about this, and it was just accepted. There's the problem right there.
Why did you feel like you had to have sex with the judge?
Because he's the one with the power. He holds my entire life in his hands. He's the one that makes the decisions over whether I get to keep my children or not. He's the one that makes the decisions on whether I go to jail or whether I get like they would drug test me all the time, and I would pass it, and social services would come in and say like, no, she failed it, and I would have to make them lab it every time because I wasn't failing it. That was the one good thing that Kevin did for me when my twins, we fought for them for months, finally got them back in the home. Social services was so harassing and so bad that he called her out in court. He said, that's enough. He said, you have taken this too far, and I'm reporting you to Frankfurt. And he called the ombudsman, like contacted me and to supposedly open an investigation against the child services here. And I never heard nothing about it.
Did the judge ever say, you have to do this, or if you do this,
you come see me 3 times and we'll take care of this. If it's a ticket or something, you know, or you get some minor charge, some petty charge, come visit me a few times. We'll take care of it.
He would say that.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Yeah.
And how many women do you think were also doing this?
Total over the years, hundreds. Yeah. And not just for the women who had charges. Like if your man or somebody, your child is in there, then you could go see him for that too.
So what she's meaning by that, so for instance, her husband got arrested and was put in jail, and the judge would say, come see me and we'll take care of your husband. We'll get him out. We'll give him lesser of a charge or whatever. Or your child goes to jail. Okay. You have an older child, you know, an adult child or something. Come see me. We'll take care of it. We'll get him out sooner or whatever. I mean, this is sad, guys. Very sad.
And everybody knew this was going on?
Yes.
And then one of the main things that I noticed, and Brian being a reporter is one thing I will say he does. You see how he's looking her in the eye as he's talking to her? He's watching her to see, trying to tell if she's telling the truth or not, right? That's why he's doing that with her and the way he's looking at her. I'm watching her too. This woman's telling absolute truth, in my opinion, folks. Not a damn thing she's saying is absolutely not true. She hasn't looked away. She's looking him in the eye. She's being straightforward. There's no bullshit. This is real. This is real, and she's telling absolute truth, in my opinion, because she has nothing to lose at this point. Where are you going back to your corner? What are you talking about, Tomboy? So, yeah, that's impressive to me. And like I said, I got to give her every bit of credit. She deserves to have the ability to come out here, how brave it is to do this, knowing that people are going to judge her because people are ignorant. We know this. I agree with that, Lucy. Brian is a piece of shit. I still agree with that. I'm just saying. The point is it's about her to me. Like she deserves as much support as she can get. This has to be hard to be able to say this. Okay. But in my opinion, this was a time in her life that she was doing horrible. She changed that. And you got to give her mad respect for that. I do. 100%.
Yes.
So what did you think when the sheriff killed the judge? When you found out?
My heart just like exploded in relief. I thought finally somebody is going to see this, because now they.
And see, that's what I'm saying, guys. This is going to be a hard trial. They're going to look at Mickey Stines in a sense like a hero. It's going to be really hard. I mean, the man did kill somebody, point blank, cold blood. That's all there is to it. But they're going to, I hope, that his defense team, because he's got a team, he's got 3 or 4 people. I hope that they can put this out here with the testimony of these people, that it's seen for what it is. You know what I mean? Yes, it was still happening up to that point. Good trouble, from my understanding. Yes. That's the thing, though, is a lot of people say that they don't blame Stines for doing what he did. But, and that's what I was getting ready to say. Thank you, Alicia. That he knew about this. Okay. And here, I don't know if he had a fear of the consequences as well, and he just kind of stayed out of it, minded his own business. He wasn't involved in it, but he just kind of stayed back out of the way. See, that's not right. Okay. But again, like I said, I gotta wonder if he was, thinking that there's no way anybody's going to do anything about this at all, because there's so many people involved in it that no matter what I say or do, I ain't nobody. It's not going to matter. I think he should have tried. But like I said, maybe he was threatened earlier on, and saw the threats going on with other people, possibly, that if you say something, your family's going to have to go down and blah, 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 which is something maybe possibly what he meant when he said they were going to kidnap his wife and daughter. I don't know, but I am a little bit, I feel like people are going to look at it in that sense too, but we don't know the whole backstory with that and what's going on with Stines. But he definitely knew about it. I think that's when he got paranoid, is because when he did that deposition, I think he may have told some truths there, and there were some threats made after that. And I think that's where the paranoia came in. And when he flipped out, I think it was based on that, possibly.
Can't look away. They have to look. They have to see what's happening here.
I don't know, but I think it would come out at some point if he was. Based on how many people were involved, I'm sure that there's going to be testimony from people. I don't think he was. Otherwise, I think that would have, I don't think he, within his deposition and all that stuff, I think something would have came out. I don't think he was actually involved with it. But, and I think she even says that too. And so there's another person that was a female jailer for a while that says something too. I think, don't quote me on it. I can't remember for sure, but I don't know, it's possible. Anything's possible, but I don't think he was, personally. That's my opinion.
And then it's been all this time and still not seeing anything happening, Nobody's saying anything. People have been making videos and coming out with their story for a long time, but they're being retaliated against to the point that they're leaving this. They've had to pack up and leave homes that they own here and leave the state and go rent somewhere else because they've ran them out of town.
Do you feel nervous talking about this? Have you been retaliated against?
I'm a little bit nervous, but I also know that God's got this, and that our kids, I don't want our kids to have to grow up in this town like it has been for us. Because once they get their hooks in you, they never let you go. You don't get to live. You don't get to choose your life.
I agree with you on that, Tom.
They do that for you.
Has anyone tried to intimidate you into not talking?
Like comments on Facebook, and yes, a lot of victim blaming, shaming, stuff like that, petty stuff. But then also we had the message from the jailer's sister that said that they started it, she's going to finish it.
And that's interesting. The jailer's sister made a statement, said they started it and she's going to finish it. I'm curious to see how that plays out, or what that even means. Real curious. We'll see.
And she's on Facebook, like slandering Liz, saying she went through like hours of footage to catch a freeze frame of her eye, like glitching like in the middle of a blink or something, and put it on there on Facebook. Look, she's high. We need to call CPS to come take her kids. And that's how it happens. They'll call CPS on you, and then they will take your children unfounded for nothing, for no reason. Or like in my case, the court ordered me to take Suboxone, and then showed up at the hospital when I gave birth to take my child because she had Suboxone in her system. She had Subutex in her system. They said my prescription wasn't valid. It was. My clinic had closed like a couple weeks before I went into labor, but I still had a whole month's prescription for that month with pills left over that I hadn't even taken yet. And that was their grounds for taking her.
How many times would you say you had sex with the judge in the courthouse?
Countless.
Countless.
Or sexual relations of some sort. Yeah.
I mean, if you had to put a number on it.
I don't know. Have you seen my record? It's a long one.
And
he's been part of every charge I've ever had.
And when you would get a charge, what would he say?
He'd laugh at me, tell me come see him. We'll get it figured out or whatever. But he never did. He ended up just like slamming me. They slammed me with all them other crazy charges there at the end. Like once they were done with me, I think that they got scared. And something about it is they don't like for us to get sober. When we get sober, we start to heal and we start to speak on who hurt us. And they don't like that. So they'll send people out to relapse you and pull you back into their nonsense.
Do you know why the sheriff killed the judge?
I don't, but I have my own suspicions and beliefs.
What do you think?
I think that he's seen that nothing was ever going to stop. Nothing was ever going to change unless something big happened. I don't know what it was that triggered him to actually do that. Like, I don't know. I couldn't say. But knowing everything, and then if you notice, they put that charge on Ben Fields, right? Like he's the only one or something. And
for those of you that don't know, Ben Fields is the deputy that worked for STINES that was charged with this. And she said like he's the only one, but he's not. That's just the one that got caught. I think he got caught because somebody flipped on him and brought it out. So in turn, he's the only one that actually got charged in that situation. And that's why Mickey had to give the deposition on it. And I think that's when all hell broke loose, is when that deposition came out, everything started rolling out of the basket at that point. So very interesting. Wait do you hear in the next interview how Ben Fields is being treated? That blew my mind too.
Mickey ended up getting named in a lawsuit for not doing anything about it or not properly training them. So I wonder, like, if he was like this is so far out of my hands, what am I supposed to do? It's like all these people here that have evidence, like physical evidence of all these horrible things that they've done to them, are just hiding it because there's nobody to give it to. Like what, you know?
What do you think of it? I mean, what do you make of the sheriff? What is his sort of reputation?
He's got a good reputation. He was well respected. He was always good to me, fair, firm. You know, he'd take you to jail and stuff, but he wasn't like a groper and raper and stuff like the other ones. And he was always good to me.
Did he know about everything going on?
Yeah. Yeah, I think it bothered him. Like, I really do. Because I asked for house arrest. I kept asking over and over. I kept saying, Mickey, please let me go on house arrest. Like, this is crazy. And you know these charges on me are crazy. So every time I'd get him in the elevator, take him in court, I'm begging. He'd say, well, we'll see. And then he never would put me on the list. And it makes me wonder why now.
Did anything ever
happen? A good point, Lucy.
Yeah.
I mean, because you talk about having sex with the judge, but that was mostly when you were out, right?
Mm-hmm.
Trying to avoid.
Yeah.
But what about when you were in jail?
Yeah, the jail workers and stuff, a lot of them, they would come up to the doors, stuff, they want to see your titties. They want you to come up so they can put their hands in the beanhole and touch you, things like that. There was like this old stairwell in the middle of the jail across from the med room. Like they would take girls in there and stuff sometimes.
How do all these officials get away with this?
They run it all. Their rehab programs and stuff, they're all in it together. They all got their hands in it. The drug court, they just keep extending your sentence. How is that? Do you know what happened with my case? We had the fight. They charged us with unlawful imprisonment in a holding cell beside the booking desk. They charged us with unlawful imprisonment, which is kidnapping. That's the charge that stuck. And they told me I had 7.5 years total. I get to prison and get my time sheet. I had 12.5 years. So I went and seen legal aid. They said, once the final judgment is filed, there's nothing else that you can do. It's final. So I did my time. I made parole upon completion. I did all their programs and stuff that I was eligible to do. And when I got out, they tried to make me to go to drug court. They tried to add drug court onto my sentence. And I threw a fit. I said, no, this is not right. And this was not part of the plea deal. And y'all already screwed me and gave me 5 extra years anyway. We're not doing this. My parole officer went back in his office, and he came back out and said, well, they agreed that if you would do aftercare for 6 months, that you don't have to go to drug court. So I did their aftercare. I did their MRT classes, anger management, parenting, you name it, I did it. I served out. I went to go get my gold seal. I was so excited.
And this, I feel so bad for this woman. Wait till you hear this next part. This is sad to me. It's so sad.
And so proud that I accomplished it and that I was done. I finished it, you know, like I've worked so hard my whole life just to get out from under this place. Finished it. I go in to get my gold seal, my certificate, and he says, the state says they're not going to release you because of your child support until it's paid in full.
Can you imagine that? Like, she was an addict. She beat that. Okay. She overcame her addiction issues. She overcame everything she's had to deal with on top of dealing with this stuff to try to keep herself out of jail and all these other situations. She overcame her addiction. She went through the program that she was going through, all that other stuff, and overcame every bit of it. And she was going to finally get out from underneath the court system. And all because of all the time she spent in jail and everything else, she had child support that she owed back child support. They wouldn't release her because of that. That made me want to throw up when I heard that. It is so insane and insanely disgusting to me. That's sickening. Anything they can do to keep their claws on her, it's sick. Beyond sick.
That just destroyed me. That crushed me. And I still didn't know, like, what Cool had said for a while after that. Like, that's a more recent development when I got on there and seen that I'm on parole till 2099. And I've been trying to find somebody from the outside for a while to look at this case, like, because nothing about it is right.
So for people who aren't from here, I mean, there's obviously a lot of people on drugs or have been on drugs.
Yes.
Does that just make them vulnerable to this whole system?
It does, and they use it. They start giving you drugs as a minor. Like, so you're already addicted. So they use that to keep control over you.
Do you think
it's diabolical?
Do you think they think, oh, no one will listen to these people because they have records, they have been on drugs?
And that's why they want to keep us messed up and, you know, out of it. So we don't have any
Agreed, Jen. Exactly.
Yeah.
I also spoke with a woman who says that she worked in the jail. So she had a very interesting perspective. This is an interview that aired first on News Nation. Look at this. So you worked in the jail?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. How long did you work there?
About 3.5 months.
Okay.
Yes.
And what was your job?
Deputy jailer.
And
I was one of the guards.
One of the guards.
And have you noticed how 3.5 months? So she caught onto this shit quick and said, I'm out. It ain't worth it. And God bless her for that. Absolutely.
So in with all the
taking care of the inmates and stuff like that, helping give out trays, meds, watches. There's a lot of times I was in the booth, just different things.
When did you realize that something strange was going on at the jail?
When Ben Fields came in and became an automatic trustee. That was what had made my eyes go, oh, wow, okay,
so a trustee, for those of you that aren't familiar, in a jail system or a prison system, if you're in prison or in jail, a trustee is somebody that has privileges, okay? Usually it takes you years. If you're in prison and you have a long sentence, it can take years. In county jails, if you're in there for a decent amount of time, it does still take months upon months, maybe years, to become what they call a trustee, where they will allow you to, like, out of your cell for certain times of the day, to take out garbage, to do different things within in the court or the jail, okay, without being stuck in your jail cell all the time. They give you those options and give you privileges that other inmates don't have. So that's what being a trustee is. And as she's stating, that Ben Fields, the deputy that was charged for this, was just put in and automatically became a trustee. Ridiculous. Like, for instance, my mother worked in the prison as a nurse. They would have certain, I think she had told me, some of the women because she worked where they were at, they had it split where she worked both sides, male and female. And some of the women they would inmates, they would allow them to come into work within the med unit. It's kind of like a nurse aide per se to some of the people that were really sick, and they would like do bedpans and things like that, and they would give them like jobs like that as trustees and things like that. So it was really, as she said, it gave them the ability to feel good about themselves, and a lot of them, they're not in there for like murder and stuff like that. And it gives them time away from their cells and to kind of have a bit of a normalcy in their life. So sorry. Just explain a little bit of that from my understandings.
Systems aren't how they're supposed to be, not even in our guidelines. It confused me because, you know, most times in jail, when somebody comes into jail, you're there for a while, and then there's the process of, if you want to become a trustee, which is one of the inmates where they get to do special jobs like helping prepare the food or going out on work release, you have to apply for that. You have to ask for it. You have to show that you have the initiative to do it. And Ben Fields, from first day stepping into our jail, was a automatic.
So he was given that because he was a deputy sheriff. Okay. They automatically gave him the special treatment, which he shouldn't have. If anything, he should have been treated worse because he took advantage of his position. Okay. Abuse of power. I think he should have been treated worse than anybody, in my opinion, but that's my opinion. Welcome, Cat Lady. Let me just point out that this exact situation is why it is important to make sure people are getting fair trials. Amen to that, Lucy. Amen. Good point.
Trustee. Special treatment. It was awful. We have 2 solitaries that is beside the ice box where they keep all these supplies, feminine products, pops, stuff like that, which is supposed to be a one-man cell. At some points, there's 2 or 3 people in there, but there was 2 men that was in that cell that had gotten moved, so that way Ben Fields could be moved into that cell. He got a brand new bed. He got a brand new flat screen TV, automatic trustee. He had his own pack of cigarettes in the break room, Marlboro Red Shorts. It just wasn't fair. You know what I mean? It just showed the system wasn't how it should be.
Did you ever see anyone having sex?
I never seen anybody having sex, but I had heard stories. One of the female guards specifically was telling me that one of the places she takes male inmates was the storage room, which used to be a stairwell in front of the medication room. It's literally directly across. You can't get in there without a key.
And as you're hearing, female guards were involved in doing this with male inmates. It was a whole thing, everybody. That's nuts to me, too.
And that's where they take them. A lot of times they get took up into the courthouse, especially after hours late at night. Nobody's at work. Nobody's up there, so it's all empty. It's all empty space.
How common was that?
More common than you would want to believe in the court system. Even down to some of my daily supervisors. There'd be girls sign themselves out and take them on home. It was sick.
The supervisors would take the inmates home for the night?
Yes. When there's policy, once an inmate leaves that jail space, you're not supposed to be in contact with them for 6 months.
So they were like checking them out like library books and taking them home overnight with them. What? Y'all, this is absolute insanity to me. Welcome, Unc. Good to see you, brother. Good to have you here tonight. Yeah, they would sign them out at night, saying that they were sick or something, that they were going to take them to the hospital or whatever, and then they would take them home and spend the night with them. What the hell, folks? Seriously, it's insane.
So it's one of those things. Oh, you're taking them, and then the girls go back and tell them the stories. Oh, I slept with this person when he took me home. You know, it's sick.
What did you think when you were working there?
That it was a brothel. It is all just it's all a brothel between all the employees sleeping with each other and sleeping with the inmates that come in. And a lot of them, they are repeat offenders. A lot of them are permanent stayers. It's nasty. It's sickening.
So in turn, going to jail in Letcher County was probably like a vacation for people because this is what they're doing. There's no, you know what I mean? It's not a punishment per se in some senses. It's insane. Unbelievable. Right. That's exactly what I just said. They treated him like it was a library book. They just check him out for the night and bring him back in the morning. Are you kidding me? No way. No way.
I've even had one of my personal supervisors go way over the limits of even trying to get my family to force me to be in a relationship with them while I was previously in a already in a relationship. And it's like, sir, like, this is supposed to be a work, you're a work friend. You know what I mean? It's not a good environment.
I feel bad for both these women. You can tell that this one's nervous because she keeps doing this with her hands and her facial expressions. She's nervous, and I don't blame her. Like, they shouldn't have to be afraid to speak on this, but they are. I hope that they're going to be okay after this too. That's the thing. And if something were to happen, it's got to be known at this point nationwide. You know, this is why.
What would the inmates get in return for having sex with, the leadership?
For inmates, the smallest things, unless you're going with one of the overheads. If they're sleeping with the guard, it's mostly for things like cigarettes, time out of the cell, pops, commissary, things like that.
Wow. What did you think when the sheriff shot the judge?
A lot of the corruption was going to come out. I knew that that was going to be the beginning to set everything aside to make people come in and people's voices finally be heard. Because even I believe that the sheriff, he either knew something or something was going on that he knew about that we all might not know about, that he was doing something to protect us.
So the sheriff was your boss? Or was the jail separate?
Jail is separate from the police station.
Okay.
Yeah, or the sheriff's office.
Okay. Did you know what was going on with the judge?
Yes. No, that's a reverse question of which part of what was going on.
Did you know, inmates were having sex with the judge?
Yes. Pretty much that's kind of the thing that everybody in the county knows, but it was confirmed to me after working in the jail, especially after being invited to a party myself.
What happened?
I said no thank you. I declined and kind of just went back on to what I was doing. It was just one of those things of, was I just asked that? Like, did that just really...
To a sex party?
Yes.
Who asked you?
It was Mr. Mullins himself.
What did he say?
He had talked about they do little get-togethers and everything. He didn't explain it to me as in a party. It was a...
So it wasn't just the town of Whitesville, folks, which is where this was. It was the entire county involved in this, not just the town.
Get together of some of the higher ups. I'm not going to say names for other purposes, but for some of the other higher ups, and it was just a get together, them doing like a little meeting, like a lunch, a dinner. Sorry, I keep getting mixed up, but he didn't really get too far into it. But if you're being asked to go to a late night get together with the higher ups, that it's nothing to do with eating.
Right. At least not food.
So you knew what was going on.
Yes. Other coworkers.
You could look at it that way,
or my ex-coworkers, they come out and even ask me now not to mention it. They've even them participating in the parties themselves. I had another one ask me to go to another one of Mullins's get-togethers, and I declined it again because it's one of those things. I was raised better than that. You know what I mean? Our Southern goals, especially being raised in Southeastern Kentucky, we know better than that. Our mama's raised us better than that. Our grandmama's raised.
No, Brian, this came out yesterday, August 19th. I think the interview was maybe the day before, or a couple days before.
Raised better than that. Our great grandmothers raised us better than that. But a lot of the cases for a lot of the girls, especially like our girls like Ty or Lexi Bentley or a lot of the other ones, they are forced into doing stuff like that for either help with cases, or it's just a lot.
We hope you're okay,
It's a lot to
Krista.
deal with.
And there's other men and stuff too around here that host and do things and film, do their own, make their own movies and stuff too.
That's why
They are
I say a lot of them,
involved.
the higher ups is
Right.
what I call them. Especially from where I'm in a court case right now. I don't want like saying a lot of names because you never know what they could do to us, especially for retaliation. But if you know in the county. Everybody knows. They might not speak on it. They might not want to be involved in it because of the fear of retaliation, because there's so many people that has come out and spoke out about what Judge Mullins has done or other crimes that have been participated in just regards of Mullins and Mickey Steins and all this. And they go to speak out and they either end up overdosed when they're clean or you don't hear from them again.
That's insane to me. Basically, they're killing them too if they're speaking up.
And I get that. And for all the people that have spoke up, I'm unbelievably proud of them, especially our girls like Ty. Like, I'm so proud of y'all, especially speaking out. Things like this that happen in small communities and small towns. Even if we're afraid to speak up on it, we need to, because is this what we want for our next generation? Is that what we want for our kids? What we're going through? What our past people have gone through, do we want that for them? And no, I don't want that for my daughter. I don't want that for my son. I want better for them. I want an actual community that's not based on if you got money and know people and if you're willing to get on your knees or on your back. It's sickening, and I want better for them. I want better for not just my babies, for Lexi's babies, for Ty's babies, for all of them, my grandchildren one day. I want better for them all.
So the latest on this case is there was just a hearing for the sheriff. He's been in jail ever since the murder of the judge. His attorney is now asking for a $50,000 cash bond, saying that he should be let out, saying that he's not a flight risk. There's been no decision right now on that. He remains behind bars right now. But it seems the information that we're beginning to get on this is just unraveling, again, of what was going on behind the scenes in this county, what may have led up to this very unusual shooting where a sheriff shot a judge. So I'm going to stay on it. I'm still continuing to talk to people. There are a lot of people that I've talked to there who are nervous to go on camera to tell their stories, but are sort of talking to us behind the scenes. So I'll keep you guys posted. All right, see you later.
Insane. That is crazy. Also, one minute here. So we have a second part to this that he put out just a few hours, 14 hours ago, I'm sorry, that came after he put out his video on that with the interview. Figured I'd share that to follow that up. 1 second here.
Sheriff accused of killing the judge in Kentucky. Hey guys, thanks so much for checking out my channel. I really appreciate it. Please click to subscribe. I got so much reaction to my last episode about the sheriff accused of killing the judge in Kentucky and this secret alleged sex ring and women saying they were forced to have sex with the judge in order to avoid jail time. Well, there's so much more. We got this audio recording. It's a recording where state law enforcement is interviewing a woman, and this is long before the judge was murdered. And the woman says that she saw an inmate having sex with the judge. What did state law enforcement do about that? Did they do anything? What is going on? Is this all just a huge cover-up? I'm looking into it in this episode of Brian Ensign Investigates. Hey, everybody. Thanks again for checking out the podcast. This is Allison Weiner, who you also see here, who is the producer that I work with, who I went to Kentucky with for the story about this sex scandal and everything else that we uncovered, and a ton of corruption. It's funny, we're both in hotel rooms, Allison, which is basically the story of our life because we're always on the road for these different stories. But real quick, a quick recap. Sheriff Sean Mickey Steins shot Judge Kevin Mullins. This was September of last year in Letcher County, Kentucky. It was on surveillance video, there was a camera inside the judge's chamber, and you saw the sheriff go in and shoot the judge, which I've never heard of a sheriff shooting a judge before, which is one of the reasons we started digging into this case. I interviewed, along with Allison, Taya Adams, who was in my last podcast episode, who said she had sex with the judge countless times when she was in jail, when she was trying to get out of charges, that this was just a common thing that people did. It was widespread. Listen again to a little bit of what she said. So, I mean, you're saying it like it's so normal, but I just want to make sure.
Yeah.
So the judge would have sex with inmates from the jail.
Yes.
And you saw it.
Yes. I was part of it. I was one of them. Not just from being in jail, like coming in off the street and seeing them. Yeah.
How did they keep it a secret?
It wasn't a secret. Wasn't a secret.
Why did you feel like you had to have sex with the judge?
Because he's the one with the power. He holds my entire life in his hands. He's the one that makes the decisions over whether I get to keep my children or not. He's the one that makes the decisions on whether I go to jail.
Okay, so that was Taya. It was quite an interview that Allison and I did when we were in Kentucky. Allison, you can't see her on video, but she was behind the scenes. But Allison has really been digging into sort of the why behind all of this, because we got so much reaction to our first story, and people wondering, how does this all fit in with why the sheriff may have killed the judge? And there's lawsuits, and there's a lot to it that Allison has dug into. That's why, sorry, I've been talking a lot, Allison. I want to let her talk. I mean, walk us through that. I mean, why? Do we know why?
Well, we kind of know why, and I think we're going to find out more. I mean, we haven't actually heard from Sheriff Stine's lawyer in recent times, and he's getting to the point where they're going to divulge exactly why. But a lot of it has to do with the fact that Sheriff Stine's was the only person filed against in these civil rights lawsuits. There were like 2 inmates who filed a civil rights lawsuit, and this is what made the state of Kentucky start to investigate this whole scam, or scheme, I should say. Basically, what we have here is that the sheriff was sued along with Letcher County for behaviors that forced inmates into having sex in order to get drug rehab or home detention, either to go to a drug rehabilitation center or have home detention. So in the process, after this lawsuit, and in the lawsuit, they alleged that Deputy Ben Fields had been forcing these 2 particular victims, allegedly had forced them into having to have sex. He ended up getting convicted, but the lawsuit continued. It was a civil rights lawsuit in federal court, and Sheriff Stine had to be deposed. And a lot of the questions that were going to be asked of Sheriff Stine was, who else was involved in this? Was it just Deputy Ben Fields? And there were a place in the lawsuit like where you could add new people. So what ended up happening is that the sheriff was deposed, and then just a couple days later, he shot the judge. And the nexus there is the sheriff was told not to talk. The sheriff was not to divulge that there were other people involved in this scheme. We don't know how he was told not to talk. We don't know exactly what kind of threats were levied at him, but this has been something that has been out there, that the sheriff went into that depot and he said nobody else was involved. And we even know from the investigation by the state of Kentucky into Deputy Ben Fields that one of the alleged victims said that Judge Mullins was having sex with inmates as well. Other people were involved, according to the victims, and that's how there's a connection.
Okay. And this is an explosive. You mentioned that one of the victims said that the judge was also involved in one of these interviews. Was that with state law enforcement?
Yes.
Okay. This is really explosive. And Allison obtained this audio where the victim names Judge Mullins. I want to play this for you. Actually, I have it on my phone here right now. I'm going to play for you the sound from this interview. All right, listen.
He does have some videotapes of some stuff in the judge's chambers.
What kind of stuff?
Just with girls' sexual and stuff.
What describe? Have you seen the video?
I've seen one partly, just him having sex with girls for the able to get out of jail.
Who was having sex?
Ben and just some higher ups up there.
Who?
The judge and.
You saw the video?
Yeah.
What did you see on the video? I mean,
I mean, I've seen Judge Mullins having sex with a girl.
Who was the girl?
I don't know. Because I don't know a lot of people from over there.
Where was it at?
In his office, in the judge's chambers.
Is that the same place that you were meeting then? Is that how you know it was a judge in chambers? And this was Judge who?
Mullins.
So she clearly says that she saw Judge Mullins having sex with an inmate, is what she said.
Right. And what ended up
Nothing
happening.
done about. I mean, this is to state law enforcement. This is an interview to state law enforcement long before the sheriff killed the judge. I'm just wondering, like, did they not investigate? Do we know?
They said that they did, but you don't really see any record of them doing anything. They ask her if she has any evidence. It sounds like they don't really particularly believe what she's saying. She says that there's a videotape, she believes, and she says the guy's name. They look for the guy. He says he is only going to give it if they get rid of his warrants. They say they can't do that. And that's about the extent of the investigation. There's no record of them having an interview with Judge Mullins. There's no record of them talking to anybody else besides Ben Fields, the guy that was actually arrested. And, then the lawsuit has been going forward, the civil lawsuit. But you don't really see much of an investigation by the state of Kentucky, and that's disturbing.
How is it that we went there and, a woman told us that she saw the same thing as and participated in the same thing as what this other witness said? And there are other women too that just didn't want to go on camera. Like, do you think that the state really tried to investigate?
You know what? I can't get inside their heads, but it doesn't look like it from the documents. And the documents that were turned over pursuant to a FOIA request. So you don't really see them doing much of anything. You see them finding one guy who's involved in this whole sex trafficking scandal, and that's Ben Fields. But you don't see them really going at anything else. And the only person that really was going to ask who else was involved was going to be the lawyer at this, in the federal civil lawsuit when Sheriff STINES sat down for that deposition, and they asked him. And he said nobody else was involved. And that's where we get to the crux of the matter. He didn't talk about all these other women. And I believe he knew. And he didn't do it because he was afraid and he had been threatened by someone. And that is what our sources, we both know, are telling us. In terms of all the women, from the very beginning, there were women saying they were victimized by other people in the Letcher County law enforcement community, also people with the judge. I heard that at the very beginning. You heard that at the very beginning, but they were afraid. There's like this, it's a very small place and they're afraid of retaliation. And it seems to be something that they should be afraid of, because whenever these women would sort of try to buck against the system and say, I'm not doing the sex anymore, at least according to the complaint according to the civil lawsuit, they got arrested again. And they were drug addicts, basically the perfect victims. Nobody's going to believe them. They have a history of substance abuse, arrests, lying about things, whatever, things that go with having an addiction to different substances. So it's pretty much a culture of fear. And you have alleged victims who have no power and who are usually.
I have a tendency to agree with you on that. Good trouble. I feel like maybe it may have gotten back to Mullins what STINES said in the deposition, and maybe he questioned him on it. Said, we need to talk, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And something was said to STINES because he got pissed, packed up his lunch and left at that point. And then he comes back a couple hours later and he shoots him. So yeah, I agree. Welcome, Carl. Good to see you, buddy. Thank you for joining us.
Not believed.
Yeah.
So but it wasn't like they weren't saying anything, at least behind closed doors. But then they would be like, don't use my name and don't say where I live and don't act. Can I meet you somewhere secret? That kind of thing.
Where does the lawsuit stand now? Is it still ongoing?
They were supposed to be settling it, but it's still ongoing. I mean, there's been no settlement as of yet. For a while, it was stayed pending, Sheriff STINES criminal proceedings, but it was supposed to be moving forward. And a while ago, it was supposed to have a settlement, but nothing's happened. I mean, not that we haven't seen anything reported, and none of our sources are saying that it's been settled. But I got to tell you, this has been, it's really eye-opening to talk to the women that we talk to. I think you agree. Like, I mean, don't you like that? And to listen to these stories where they've been so victimized that sometimes they don't even realize they've been victimized.
Yeah.
I mean, you know?
And like you said, they are the perfect victim because they've had these addiction issues. They have, like even Taya told us, like, wait till you see my record, how long it is. I mean, they admit that they've been in and out of jail. It was just talking to people that they've all been in the jail, it seems like. It's the weirdest thing. I mean, when I was in the jail, and it's like, oh my God, everybody's been to jail in this town, it felt like. But that's just, most of them have done drugs at some point in their life. They admit it now. I didn't have any reason to believe that the woman we interviewed was not telling the truth. I'm just wondering when they arrested Deputy Ben Fields, did they not realize that there were other people possibly
Bianca.
involved? I mean, or maybe they just, sort of needed sort of like a guinea pig to be done with it.
I think he was just like the tip of the iceberg.
Yeah.
And I think that they were like, let's wash our hands. We're done here. We've arrested somebody. He's going to go to jail. These are serious charges and this is all done. And after that happened, then, we have the lawsuit where somebody's about to talk. The sheriff's about to give testimony. Everybody was waiting to see what is he going to say. And he ends up saying
Guys, please go check out Bianca's channel. I love it when you do that, Alicia. It kills me. Bianca has a channel. She's so talented and does some amazing things. She creates amazing music, so on and so forth. So please go show her some love and support. Hit the notification bell. Subscribe to her channel based on that link right there. And like it up, folks, because she does amazing things. I appreciate you being here, Bianca, and I appreciate what you do out there. You're very talented. Keep it up, girl.
very little. And we know now from all these women, Sheriff Stein was there for a long time in a position of power. He knew. And I think we're going to find that out when he goes to trial. Probably saw things and knew things and didn't discuss
telling the truth, man.
At that deposition, because of this is a lot of powerful men involved in this exploitation of these women.
And something I want to point out is if we saw, I know a lot of you didn't, but for those of you that were here when we covered it, when we saw that extended version of the video where all those people were sitting in the chambers with Mullins, okay, and Stines walks in, a little unnerved, you can tell he seemed a little irritated, and it kind of tells everybody to get the hell out, and they all get up and go out. Every one of those people, understand this, is involved in this. Every one of those people. And guys, know something. Lana verified this morning too, because she's talking about this too. There's a pastor that's involved within this too, folks. 100%. A man of God, as they call it, involved within this ring of people. That was the icing for me right there.
Deputy Benfield, who is the deputy who was arrested and charged, it was rape, right? Wasn't it rape?
Yeah, rape 3. Yeah.
So we interviewed a jailer who had worked at the jail and sort of described how even after he was arrested, he got this special treatment within the jail, which just goes back to the corruption and how deep it goes. Listen to what she said about when this deputy ended up
in the county jail. Good to see you, bro.
When did you realize that something strange was going on at the jail?
When Ben Fields came in and became an automatic trustee. That was what had made my eyes go, oh, wow. Okay, so our systems aren't how they're supposed to be, not even in our guidelines. It confused me because, most times in jail, when somebody comes into jail, you're there for a while, and then there's the process of, if you want to become a trustee, which is one of the inmates where they get to do special jobs like helping prepare the food or going out on work release.
So what they basically did with Ben Fields, guys, is they rewarded him in a sense. If you think about it, they rewarded him for taking the hit. That's what they did. Well, he took one for the team and he's going to keep his mouth shut. So we're going to give him this, and this. And that's how I see that happening, folks. 100%. We're going to treat him like royalty in prison or in jail. And that's where they're going to keep him, is in that county. He isn't going to get set off to prison. He's going to do his time, whatever it is there, and be treated like royalty because he kept his mouth shut, took a hit for the team. This is sickening to me, folks. This is absolutely sickening to me. Just saying. The Department of Justice needs to come in and roll on this whole fucking town, folks. Truly. Right. Exactly. What is that right there? What is that, folks? 6 months? No. No way. Nope.
You have to apply for that. You have to ask for it. You have to show that you have the initiative to want to do it. And Ben Fields, from first day stepping into our jail, was a automatic trustee. Special treatment. It was awful. We have 2 solitaries that is beside the ice box where they keep all these supplies, feminine products, pops, stuff like that, which is supposed to be a one-man cell. At some points, there's 2 or 3 people in there, but there was 2 men that was in that cell that had gotten moved, so that way Ben Fields could be moved into that cell.
And another reason, I'm sure, was to keep him away from the other people there because he put a lot of them away, I'm sure. So he had to protect him as well. Okay. I'm sorry, but I think he should have been right in General Pop with everybody else in there that he put away, because at that point, guess what? You earned that, bro. That's your punishment, in my opinion. Just saying.
He got a brand new bed. He got a brand new flat screen TV, automatic trustee. He had his own pack of cigarettes in the break room, Marlboro red shorts. It just wasn't fair. You know what I mean? You're
not supposed to be smoking this is nationwide. There's not supposed to be any smoking in any government facilities, folks. That's a fact. So they bent every rule they possibly could. Okay. They gave him a flat screen TV. He's supposed to pay for that kind of stuff. You get a little plastic TV or whatever. Everything they could give this guy, they gave it to him. Basically, like he was still working there. He just had to sleep there too. That's nuts to me.
It just showed the system wasn't how it should be.
So that jailer was open with us about saying that shocked her, the way that he got those privileges within the jail. She said also that she had heard about jailers having sex with inmates and them taking them into the courthouse to have sex. Just crazy stuff. What do you think is going to happen next, Allison? Obviously, I think we should go back. I think we have other people we want to talk to, but I just wonder, is this really going to be investigated by law enforcement?
I think we need to keep the spotlight on Letcher County. And I think we need to watch what happens in Sheriff Stine's trial, how much of this whole trafficking ring is going to be exposed. These women were allegedly given to friends of Judge Mullins and friends of Ben Fields. Ben Fields had a family member that he took one woman to that she had to have sex with. And as soon as the women would say, you know what, I've had enough, allegedly, they would end up back in jail or they'd get pulled over for something. So it's just, there was a culture of silence. And I think what we're going to find in Sheriff Stine's trial is we're going to get a lot of the answers as to how many people were involved in this and maybe who some of them are. And I think we're going to be hearing from the lawyers. So everybody should really stay tuned to what you're doing next. For our next time, we're going to have an interview with Sheriff Stine's lawyer, who's going to lay out and give us that nexus between this lawsuit and why Sheriff Stine allegedly snapped and did kill the judge. And I think that's where it's going. But we are so much closer now that we realize how much probably, that Sheriff Stine must have known about, and that he was the only one. I think this is what everybody needs to realize. Sheriff Stine was the only one named personally in the lawsuit. It's the county of Letcher County, county of Letcher County.
The lawsuit against him is naming him because he didn't stop it, because he didn't do anything about it, and he knew about it. So that's what he's being sued for. In essence, that's why. And I get it. That is a problem. That's what I want to know. Was it because he was threatened? Because he felt pressure to keep your mouth shut, or something's going to happen to you? Is that why? Or did he go along with it? Maybe he didn't partake, but did he go along with it just to fit into the... Oh my God, I did pause that. I always do that. to go along with the thing to keep his life happy. I don't care. You're the sheriff. That's your job, bro. You should have made it. Judges, I don't care who it is. You should have done something, Bo. And that's like I said, we don't know. Were they going to harm his family? Did they threaten to do that? And you heard her say that people ended up overdosed and dead. People go missing. You never see them again. Like, where are they? I think they need to look into that too. How many people lost their lives over this kind of shit? This is absolutely, I don't care how you look at it. It is 100% a full-blown sex trafficking ring, period. Okay. There's no two ways to look at that. So the face is killing me. And look at Enton's face, kind of like, what is she talking about? What are you saying there? But anyway, so yeah. That's why I think he was petrified to get about being killed, Kent. He kept asking. The paranoia, like I said, we watched it before, was bad. He was looking in the back seat of the car that he was being transported in. He didn't even want to walk downstairs to the Sally Port, folks, because he didn't trust who was going to be around every corner. So I think that was one of the threats that was made probably to him. So yeah, that's a good point, Kent. If he makes it to trial, I'd be curious to see if something happens to him. But see, here's the thing, though. I think at this point, being that this has made the national news and it's out here, that if something were to go down, they would look into everybody so that still could be involved in this at this point. So that would be a dangerous thing to do. You know what I mean? So that he could be safe in that aspect. I don't know.
It's Letcher County, and which seems to be appropriately named, I have to say at this point. It is Sheriff Stein, and that was it. And other people are involved. So he was the one who was going to get blamed for everything that had happened to these victims. And these are just the first two. So who else is going to file? But I think that he had a lot of pressure on him because he was protecting, or supposedly protecting, a lot of other men who were involved in this. I mean, and these sex parties, the things that we heard about, I mean, that didn't just happen with a bunch of, the inmates had other people they were supposed to be having sex with.
Yeah.
It's pretty tawdry. It's pretty upsetting, but it really is mostly what it looks like is.
And I can guarantee you that that's why they invited specific people to these parties. You get them to come to the party. They've been there. You're involved. Now you can't say something. Now you can't go the other direction. You were there. You know what was going on. You were involved now. And that's how they lock you down. That's why I'm glad that other jailer, she was smart enough to say, hell no, I ain't doing this. I know exactly what this is, period. Yeah, he didn't even have the power of a sheriff being a sheriff because that was that county's run by them peeps there. So I don't generally support murderers. Laugh out loud. Some might argue that, but I do. But Lucy, I love you. My spread propaganda. This is why we have right to arms. Yes, a good point. To protect from tyranny. And that shit is flat out tyranny. Good point, Lucy.
The powerful really exploiting the powerless.
Yeah, 100%. And you mentioned it. I mean, hopefully we'll have an interview with the sheriff's lawyer soon, which I think will be able to clear up some of what's going on behind the scenes, what the motive may have been. And of course, he's getting ready for a trial. So I don't know how much he will tell us, but we'll see how we'll have something hopefully in the future. Allison, I appreciate all of your hard work. I'm sure we'll be back in Kentucky soon. Thanks everybody for watching. I just wanted to give you guys an update on what we knew, what more we've learned, what we learned about this lawsuit. I wanted everybody to hear that audio. And we'll
welcome 300 back in WB. All right, so I figured I would give you guys, hang on here just a minute. Just 1 minute. Let me show some of you guys a little bit of the paranoia. Okay. And then I'm going to show you the hearing that they just had. Piece that's not the whole hearing, but a part of it. Check this out.
You okay?
Why are you going to transport me in a vehicle for?
Probably not to put you in Letcher County jail. I mean,
Why?
Hang on a minute here. Sometimes it's hard to understand what they're saying. You listen to what he says here. This is where some of this paranoia comes into play.
Back till you had your body cam running, because we can't leave him here. We got people inside this room. We're going to finish this sweep, and we need to move him somewhere.
Okay.
For temporary right now till Ira gets here.
Okay.
And then we're obviously going to transport him somewhere else. So.
Okay. Did Ira want me to go ahead and talk?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. If we have a spot, let me see if we can find it.
Yeah, let's see if these people can move anywhere to another room.
Well, that's what there used to be a room back there. Who?
You okay?
Why are you going to transport me in a vehicle for?
Probably not to put you in Lecher County jail. I mean,
Why?
Just probably because I don't know though. I don't know if that's
I
happening.
don't mind to be down there.
You don't mind to be down there?
They'll put me in a
Well, I mean,
cell.
we'll talk about that. You know, I have to talk to see what the logistics is down there.
When I got to get put in a vehicle and go outside.
Well, yeah, I understand why you're worried, but at the same time, you know how it is with something like this. We're going to be worried about you in the jail down here with local people. You
Right
know?
now, I'm alive and well, no weapons on me. So if I leave this building, I won't draw another breath.
Read him Miranda before you go any further.
Well, I'm going to get in there.
They're all.
See, there it is right there. He's petrified already. He wants to know why he's leaving Letcher County. They want to take him for his own safety. And he said, if I leave this building, I won't draw another breath. There's a reason he feels this way. I'm just telling you.
Okay, well, Mickey, you know Miranda. I'm going to read it to you here real fast.
What's Miranda?
The Miranda warning
What is it?
for your rights before you talk to me. I'll read it to you. If you have any questions, you can ask me, okay? You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to attorney and to have an attorney present during questioning. If you cannot afford an attorney, one may be appointed to you before any question. You can decide at any time to exercise these rights and not answer any questions or make any statements. Do you understand these rights as I have read them to you? You do? Okay. I mean, I'll read it again if you want me to. Do you want me to read it again or? Hey, Mick, do you want me to read it again or do you understand it? Do you understand them? Or do you want me to read it again? I don't care. It's up to you.
Let's see if we got this in correct. We got to move.
Okay, so I just read those to you, okay? So do you understand these rights? Do you understand the rights?
What are you saying?
Do you understand the rights?
I can't hear you.
Okay, I'll speak up louder. Listen to me, okay? You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in the court of law. You have the right to an attorney and to have one present during any question. If you cannot afford an attorney, one may be appointed to you before any question. You can decide at any time to exercise these rights and not answer any questions or make any statements. Do you understand these rights? Okay. Keeping these rights in mind, do you wish to talk to me now? You had told me earlier you was ready to talk about it.
If we go down to the jail and cameras and stuff at the jail, I don't
We
want to
can't
go out
take you
and
in the Letcher County
I
jail.
don't want to go out and get in the vehicle, guys. No.
Well,
Well, at some point you have to do that.
we'll figure something out.
I understand it. How about a room right here for right now?
Yeah, we're just doing a room
His
right
body
here.
cam.
My body cam's. Nikki, you know me. I would never do anything to you. Or her. Is that what you're worried?
Multiple officer escort, because at some point you're leaving this building.
Is that what you're worried about?
I want as many officers as you can get to take me somewhere.
Hang on.
Well, we can,
Downstairs to the jail here.
we can make that.
No,
We can
downstairs to the jail here.
That's not your request. You can't make that request. Because we're the sheriff of Lecher County, We would put you at risk by taking you down there.
They will put me in a single cell. I've seen it done with officials in the past before that's committed crimes. I can be in protective custody down there in a single cell out front.
You feel safe in the Letcher County Jail?
If you feel safe in Letcher County Jail, I mean, we can talk to everybody about
That's
this.
fine. We were trying to keep your best interest.
We was just worried about you.
I feel safe in population, but they can keep me in
Single.
single. I'll stay in single cell.
Well, you know,
Ever.
if you feel safe there, then we'll try to make that happen. Okay.
Let me run that by your supervisor. And
Okay.
if that's, we're trying to protect your interest by not taking you down there.
Yeah.
But if that's something you're comfortable with, then we can look into it. Okay. Let's see.
I just hate to get in the vehicle with, where you going to take me to then? And who's going to take me?
I would take you.
We don't know that yet, but you have to leave this courthouse.
Mickey, I would take you. You know me. We've known each other our whole lives. You know I'm not going to do anything for you. If it comes to that and they want you to be transported, if they don't, for some reason, somebody says you can't go down there, then I will take you. You know, you have known me my whole life. Okay. Did they clear a room out back there?
Said there was one back there.
Yeah. What's going on? What happened?
Welcome, Stitches. There's a deputy sheriff.
Where was your daughter at? You was asking about her. Was she outside?
I know the answer, but I have some water.
I don't care to give you some water. We'll figure it out. You know where any cups are in here? I don't know, Jordan. I never hardly ever come in here. I'll have to try to give it to you, okay? Yeah.
No, I think they took him to the next county over, Krista. They didn't keep him there. at this time, folks, for those of you that didn't hear it earlier, he hadn't slept, I think, in 3 or 4 days, basically from the time that he did the deposition forward. And they stated that at some point that he had possibly some form of encephalitis where his brain had swollen a bit during this as well, which kind of led to some of the issues he was having as well, possibly. So I don't know any more about that part of it. So I will have to find that out, I'm sure, as we go forward on it.
What's been going on?
Are you good with that second suite?
Yeah.
Tell them whoever was asking me.
That's
Thank
what I
you.
believe, at least.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Good.
Been a long time since we boxed and stuff.
Long time.
He was a kid, man. He whooped our ass.
No, he was always a house cat, though.
That's the good old days. I told her bigger than you, I wonder, but you beat the shit out of me.
I know.
You used to lift all those big weights. I remember.
420 was when I was 18 in high school.
I remember you was a monster. I never did get big like that, though. I never packed on the muscle.
If I caused you guys any embarrassment in the paper about that fatal accident.
Which fatal?
The one that Alan was working.
I don't know what you're talking about. Who Alan Bormus was working at? I didn't hear anything about it. Yeah, I didn't even where was it at, Mickey?
If you watch him, the way he keeps looking around and he's like not really like tuned in to the guys talking to him. He keeps looking and looking and looking. There's a fear. He's worried about somebody coming up on him at the whole time.
No, you're good. No, you can stay. You can go. Whatever you want to do. It don't matter. Yeah, I'm here with him. So. Yeah, I didn't hear about no fatal.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's really sad.
I don't know.
Like I say, when they walk him to the Sally Park to the next vehicle to be transported, folks, it really I gotta say, it's a good way to put it. It breaks your heart to watch a grown man be this fearful of something. Okay, truly.
Maybe. No, it's recorded.
Is it?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. I don't wear mine often. We don't have to.
Okay, we'll get claims. There can't be more than 2 people with you per Supreme Court issues when they talk to you, but we can have multiple people move. And he's got his body camera. If you want to talk to him, not more than 2 people can talk to you. Okay? That's a Supreme Court ruling. It's coercion, it's duress if we do that. Okay? But we'll have
What if I
multiple
give
people.
permission more than 2 to talk to me?
Can't do that.
Okay. I mean, if more than 2.
If you want to talk, it would violate the rules of the interviewing procedure is what it would do. But we'll have
If
the
I
whole
sign
crew.
if I sign a waiver and there's 10 there.
No, but we'll have a multiple body cams. We'll have a body cam.
His body cam, it ain't even on right now.
Yeah, it is. What that red light is.
So
he hasn't put his in stealth mode. He done that on purpose so you can see it's recording. Stealth mode doesn't light up a red light. So the lead case officer is going to be Clayton Stanford. You've met Clayton, right?
older guy, you know.
So he's the guy
in the polo out there, and
Clayton.
And plus, Mickey, like I said, we've known each other. Nothing. I ain't gonna let nothing happen to you. Okay. We'll make we'll make sure you're okay.
Safety, and we're going to make sure that you're safe right now. Yeah. You got up in my face there a while ago. I don't feel safe. Man, I've worked with you all for years, man.
I know.
For years,
Well,
I don't feel safe.
Listen to me.
When you were pulling away from there, you might not have I've always been patted down, and I don't know. I don't feel safe. I sure don't feel safe. Everybody should have their body cam on by policy, right?
Well,
Not on these situations. No.
Detective, I jumped out and didn't have mine. Yeah. I was actually home cutting grass.
This is a crime scene now. We don't have to wear them, but I am wearing them.
Making everybody else that was originally here get out that knew I didn't have nothing. No.
Yeah.
I ain't got nothing, guys.
Well, I believe you. Mickey, you know I ain't gonna let nothing happen to you. Okay, you're okay. Yeah.
Always been good, man. We work good together.
And if you notice, he don't trust anybody, even the people that he's known for years, folks. He don't trust nobody, and that tells me, at least it makes me think that he knows how many people are possibly involved in this that know the situation. That could be. That's why I think he's so paranoid. You know what I'm saying?
All parents. I'll be there. I got to go out. I'll be there. He's in there. Get some photos.
You need a drink?
Good point, Eddie. Not 100% yet, Denise. I mean, a lot of people have ideals because of what was going on in the county. So yeah, but it's crazy. My mind has done a 360 on this case. Not that I support vigilante justice, but damn, so right. I get it. Like I said, I feel the same way. Like the man shot and killed somebody in cold blood, but at the same time, the person he killed was a devil, a demon. You know what I mean? Committing multiple crimes against multiple people. He was running a sex trafficking ring out of the government. Okay. So I'm kind of there with you on that one, SRB, in that sense. Hold on. I think I went too far ahead. My apologies. 1 second. Hang on.
Yeah. I'll tell you everything at that jail.
Well,
in front of cameras, video recording.
Where's your daughter at? Where's your daughter? How do we track her down? Where's she at?
She was at LCC earlier. She was at LCC. I talked to her.
So now, Mickey, I want to kind of, for your daughter. Let's talk about this for your daughter. Okay.
So if you heard him there, he said he did talk to his daughter. Okay. So that is known at this point.
She finds out that her dad is being arrested for shooting the judge, and she's in high school. I didn't know how old she was, so I didn't know. So she's in high school. What is she, a senior? That's going to be hard.
She will want to see me. She will want. Now, come on, guys, be fair to me now.
I am being fair. That's the only thing I just wanted you to think about. That how. Is she 18?
Be fair to me now, guys.
Well, hold on. Is she 18?
Be fair to me now.
No, I'm asking you.
Come on, I want to see my daughter in person.
Is she 18?
I want to see my daughter in person.
How
You got a
old is she,
kid?
Nikki? Because if
I
she's,
do have a kid. I've got grandkids.
I
yeah,
got 5 grandkids.
Yeah.
5 grandkids.
listen, Nikki,
I just want to see my daughter.
if she's not 18, we're going to ask your wife. We have to ask your wife if it's okay. You know that. Is she 18?
Christine and LaShawna both said they were both on their way here.
Okay.
They were in here. There was all kinds of people in here just running around chaotic. So
Okay.
how am I going to tell you what happened?
To the judge?
Yeah. You know, Christine LaShawna said my wife and daughter's on their way.
I know, but you just said how you going to tell us what happened. Everybody's running around chaotic.
It was. I just want to see my daughter.
Well, is she 18? How old is she? If your wife's out there with her, if she ain't 18, we can ask if that's okay. But if she's 18, we just ask your daughter. So that's what I'm getting at.
Lou.
If she's not 18, we have to ask your wife. Do you think they're outside?
LaShawna and Christine said they was on their way. Let me talk to them too.
You want to go ask them about it? Yeah.
Hit that button right there. Let me.
But this is recorded. His is recorded.
Guys, come on now. Be fair to me now.
Nikki, we're not being unfair to you.
You in there drinking water?
Yeah, now be fair to me, guys. Y'all gonna kill me.
Mickey, I'm not going to
Oh,
kill
come
you.
on, man.
Mickey, we have never had one bad word to each other.
Y'all are
Never.
gonna kill me.
Never in our lives.
You know you are.
Why are you? Nikki, okay, this ain't even related to the shooting or anything. Has anything been going on?
They've not seen you.
Where's LaShawna and Christine? They were right here. Let me see them too.
I don't know who is. I don't know.
Who did you
They
ask
work
out there?
Zach.
They work at the sheriff's.
They may be, I bet they're on the outskirts where they got everything blocked off. I bet, because they ain't gonna let them in here, I'm sure. See if we can get some people to track them down. So, I was trying to get some people to try to find them. So, do you take medicine or anything? Like, has anything been going on? I mean, how's things been day to day lately with you? Things been a little off or normal or what? Because I'll be honest, Mickey, you don't seem like you normally do when I speak to you.
I'm in the handcuffs. Man.
Well, no, not just that. You
Just want y'all to be fair to me.
Yeah, you
That's
see,
it.
you know I'm going to be fair to you. But you do seem off compared to how you normally interact with me. Like something's going on. Like, has anything else been going on the last few weeks? Do you take like medicine for anything? Or you any type of illness or anything?
Just be fair to me.
I'm going to be fair to you. I'm not going to do anything unfair. Like I said, you know me my whole life. We used to work out together. I ain't going to do anything unfair.
Beat on me, man, and kill me now.
Nobody's going to kill you. We ain't going to let nobody kill you. That's why we was worried about you going to Letcher County jail for your protection down there. But I mean, if you want to go down there, I mean, that's up to you. You know, if that's what you want. You think you'd be safe.
I just don't want beat on, man. I don't want killed. I just want a fair trial.
You'll get a fair trial. You know that. But
I can tell by the way you're talking, man. Y'all gonna kill me.
But we got to know the circumstances of what happened here. You know, like what led to this. Because this just. Do you want?
I'm built for comfort, but I'm going numb.
I know. Do you want that second? He didn't put that second pair on there.
No, it's all right.
Okay. So we got to know what led to this, Mickey. What transpired leading up to this? Because I know it just didn't happen for no reason. Something's happened. everything has a reason why it happened and why somebody acts the way they do.
Just be fair to me.
We'll be fair to you.
Just don't beat on me.
I ain't gonna beat on you. Nobody else is gonna beat on you. You know that.
Don't shoot me. Somebody don't kill me, man.
Nobody's gonna shoot you. Nobody's gonna kill you.
Don't do that. Don't shoot me. Kill me and stuff.
So what? Tell me about what was going on earlier today. What was you doing earlier today? Tell me about your day.
It was fine.
Good day? Normal stuff? Office stuff? Why was you over here at the courthouse? Just was you had to come over here, drop off some papers, so you come over here to talk to somebody?
Court. I come over here all the time.
For
man.
court?
Yeah.
Okay.
All the time. Just come over. We had lunch together at street side.
Who did?
Several people.
Who all had lunch?
Just be fair to me.
We are. Who'd you eat lunch with today? What'd you get at street side? I'm still a little upset they closed Willie's down. I don't know if you ever ate there.
I didn't eat there, man.
It was good. They had good steak. I was going to tell Charlie he needs to try to put that menu on the street side menu too.
Just be fair to me now, man. Come on.
We're going to be fair, man. We're going to be fair. Nobody's not going to be fair to you. I ain't. Everything's going to be fine as far as that goes. Okay.
Yeah,
Nobody's going
to beat on me and kill me.
What makes you think that? Nobody is going to beat on you. 100%. Nothing will happen to you.
You're going to do something to me.
No.
Yeah.
Why do you think I'm going to do something?
Good point, bro.
Okay, SP, I just.
Listen. I will stick with you until you get to whatever jail you go to. Okay. Whether it's down here, as soon as you get in your cell, I'll be out there. Okay. But I'll give you my word. Nothing is going to happen to you. Okay. You've known me. I ain't going to let nothing happen to you. Nobody's going to do anything.
Just be fair to me, man.
So in court.
Right, Lucy.
What was going on in court today?
Just be fair to me. Who's the detective?
That's Clayton Stamper. He's a good guy. He's a really good guy. He's going to be fair. He just wants to know information, what happened. That's it. Nothing else, nothing out of the normal. Just what happened. Just that information. Of course, everybody out here is just guarding everything. This is
Just ask, be fair, man. Just be fair to me.
Well,
don't beat on me.
We ain't gonna beat on.
Don't kill me. Don't stab me. Don't torture me. Nothing like that.
Nothing like that will happen. Nothing like that will happen, maybe. I promise you.
Set me on fire or anything like that. Now, come on, guys.
And see, the fact that he's saying these things, don't beat me, don't stab me, don't kill me, don't set me on fire. Why would you say that unless you thought that has happened or know that kind of shit has happened in the past? You know what I mean? That's my thought on this. That's crazy.
Just be fair to me.
Yeah. I promise you nothing like that will happen. But that's why we was concerned about the jail down here. But, excuse me, if you feel like you're safe down there in a single population, that's okay. That's okay. But that is something I am worried about for you, is being down in the Lecher County.
I don't know if I feel safe down there either, but I ain't going to feel safe really any jail, am I?
No. I mean, you need to be in a single cell. There ain't no doubt about that. So, whatever county even if you went to Perry County, Pike County, or whatever county's next to us.
Just be fair to me, man. Don't and don't put me in the cell where they beat me to death.
Now, I don't have no control with the jail. But I can promise you they ain't going to do anything like that either.
Just be fair to me.
Yeah.
Come on, Scott.
I said still be fair.
I'm not being rude to you. I know. I just.
Okay. Well, let's try and talk to him here. Yeah, let's do it right here.
Okay.
Yeah. So our boss has said we can't bring in your daughter to see you. Okay. So maybe when you get down to the jail, but not before you get down there. Okay. So let's talk about it. What happened today?
Which jail are we going to?
I think, not positive, Mickey, but I think they're transporting you to the Leslie County Jail for your safety.
For your safety. And Mickey.
Now this guy over here to the right, that's the lead detective. That's Clayton Stamper. He's the lead detective on the entire case. Just so you guys know.
You've been around most.
I'll never make it to Leslie County Jail.
Hey, who do you want to? Who do you want
Put
to?
me in Leslie County Jail. I get killed there. I get killed in any jail. So yes, y'all might as well do it.
Who do you want? Who do you want to transport you? Of all the police officers here, who do you want to go with you? It'll be you has to be at least one KSP officer. Even if you ask one of your deputies, who Jason Bates is going to transport you. And I'll go with Jason Bates. You know me and Bates our whole lives. You know we ain't going to do anything to you. I'll go with Bates down there with you.
Mickey, why do you think we're going to do something to you? I don't understand that. Why would we want to hurt
somebody
you?
on the way? Y'all stop and let somebody on the way?
No.
Like we're going to stop and let somebody do something to you?
No.
That's actually kind of insulting. We do that.
No. We never.
Look, I know this is obviously a very crappy situation, but I assure you that we have no intentions of harming you whatsoever.
We have no skin in this game. We're just here to collect information. Okay. Yeah,
Carl.
You know, I knew.
You had no skin in those. Who's got skin in the game?
Nobody's got skin in the game. That's what I'm saying. Like, we're just here to collect information. That's all we're here to do. Okay. So we're not
I
here.
just don't know why I can't see the people I used to see. Sean and Christine, they were just here.
Yeah. That's not our call. That was a supervisor's call. Yeah.
Nice more water.
Yeah.
Just be fair to the guys.
We'll be fair to you.
Mickey, we're not going to be unfair to you. I mean,
So let's talk
So why
about.
the Leslie County Jail come up?
I guess because it's so far separated. I guess I don't know. I'm just guessing. I don't know.
I just
We got all kinds of prisoners.
Yeah.
That's just what the lieutenant was saying about it.
Oh, we got prisoners from in Leslie County.
Yeah, we do
But-
transports on all the time.
We'll make sure that you're in a single cell. I'm sure they're definitely going to do that anyway. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about what happened.
Just be fair to me.
We'll be fair.
Where's Bates?
He's outside.
Let me talk to Bates.
Okay, I can get him. And before you leave, or you want to do it right
I
now?
want to talk to him right now.
Okay. Before we talk about what happened.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me talk to him.
Okay. Can you find Bates for me? Tell him to come in here.
These are already on the show.
Call him. Mickey's wanting to talk to him. Try to get him to talk to us. Hey, walk up here. Walk up here. Mickey wants to talk to you. Okay, wait. He's on his way. He was in the Sally Port down there, so he probably has to walk up. So
before this happened, he was a very, very, very well-respected sheriff. Everybody liked him. There was nobody that didn't like him from the reports and stuff that were talked about and then things I read. He had a good reputation, good record as a sheriff. So that could be one of the reasons why they are, in a sense, being extra nice to him. Plus, they're trying to make him comfortable enough to where he'll talk to them too. Understand that.
Nikki, once Bates gets here, we'll let you talk to him. And I'll go with Bates too. That's two people you've known your whole life. Okay? We ain't going to do anything to you.
Yeah, I'm not going back in one of them rooms now.
We ain't. We'll talk right here. Yeah.
Come on, be fair to me now.
We're going to be fair.
I seen the look.
From who?
Jackie. Y'all, come on now. Don't kill me.
No, worry about it.
I mean, this is let's be fair.
Nobody's gonna lay a finger on you, I promise that.
Don't shoot me.
I know, I don't know you nothing like these guys do, Mickey, but unfortunately, they've told me this is my case. But I guarantee you, nobody within the state police has any ill intentions, or nobody's gonna lay a finger on you. Why would we?
And I can promise you, nothing will happen to you. Me and you have never had one bad word to each other. We've always been, it's always been friendly.
Box when we was kids and stuff.
And Bates, same way too. I know you've never had the first thing wrong with Bates. We ain't going to let nothing happen with you.
Do you want to talk about anything, Mickey? What led to this happening today?
Where's Bates?
He had to walk up here, so it's going to take a second. He was in the Sally Port.
I'm sorry. We can wait on Bates. I'm sorry.
There he is.
Just tell me fire away. Mickey, you know where we'll be. You know where we'll be. You know where I've worked with you for how long now? You know how I've worked. You know how I've operated. I've always been fair with anybody. They say he's transporting. Yeah, so who's waiting on us at the Leslie County Jail or?
Nobody.
Yeah, just be fair to me, man. Give me a trial, Give me a trial. Well, you know we're going to be fair to you. You've known us for. Yeah, man. Box, Letcher, just be fair to me, though, man. Give me a trial.
I told him I'll ride with you too to make sure nothing.
Yeah, he can ride with me. Yeah, he can ride with me. That makes you feel better. I mean, I understand why, everybody come in huffy and puffy, but there was several of them.
Well, emotions are high when things happen like that. They don't know if you would still want to be aggressive towards them.
Well, I was already cuffed, man, sitting down, and
I know.
The other guys have patted me down and stuff.
Well, I've not been aggressive with you any. Clayton has not. I know Bates has not. So you're okay. I promise you. Okay, you're okay.
Mickey, it's our job now to protect you. I mean, you're in our custody. We're going to do our best to make sure nothing happens to you, and we sure ain't going to do that to you.
Mickey, come on now. You know we will be. You know we will have 5 grandkids.
Yeah.
But you know we will be. You know I've not been unfair to anybody I've dealt with. Not with me. Yeah. And we've been together a long time. Yeah. But just, even after I get there and stuff, just.
We're going to make sure you're all right. Don't worry. We ain't going to let nothing happen to you. I promise you that. Nothing. I'll go with him. And nobody's going to intersect with us or anything.
No, I promise you, I'll drive you the whole way.
Why do you think we would do something to you, Mickey? I'm just curious.
We'll be down there a little bit, Bates. He just want to talk to you for a second. So,
be down where?
Sally Port. When we get done talking, we'll go down there. You got gas already, full tank?
I got 3/4. Which way are we going to the Sally Port?
Not outside.
I don't want to go back that way.
Yeah.
Now, come on, guys.
What's the best way to go? I don't know. What's the best way to go, Bates?
I think it is probably that way in the elevator.
Yeah, I don't know.
We can all walk with you.
We'll figure that out.
I promise you, man. Listen, I promise you. You've known me and him for what? Since we were 14. Come on, okay, fair to me. And I promise you this right here. To the Leslie County Jail, and they beat the hell out of me and killed me and stuff there. You know,
nothing like that's
they're
going
not
to
going to do that.
Yeah,
you know, I promise. And hell, I ain't got nothing on me now. Don't get me back there towards the active crime scene. Me end up dead. When a million other people seen me.
No.
Listen, the elevator's right there.
Don't they go down the Sally Port?
Car or anything. Yeah. Heck, you know who's all going on transport?
Me and him. I'll go with him. I'll be in the front passenger, and he'll be the driver.
I'm pretty sure I got 3/4 of the thing good.
Yep. Cameras will be listen. Cameras will be on. Everything will be good.
Yeah, I know how I'll go in there.
Okay, Mickey. So listen, let's do you want to tell us what happened? That's up to you. I'm not trying to force you. It's up to you if you want to tell us what happened. I mean, like I said, something led up to this. It just didn't happen. We would just like to know why it transpired this way. If you don't want to, that's up to you. You don't want to talk about it?
No.
Okay.
You're not going to kill me, ain't you?
No.
No, Vicky, why in the world would we do that?
Are you sure you don't want to talk about it? Just making sure. And if not, then we'll try to figure out the transport situation.
What do you mean try to figure out? You already told me what it was.
Well, how we're going to take you down there and stuff. So.
Yeah, y'all are going to kill me. I know you are.
No. Why would you think that, Nick?
Let's just get it over with. Let's just go.
You don't want to let us know what happened? Okay. Just if you don't care to hang tight, because I took on some of this property, I just need to give that to somebody. Okay. I'm probably
come on now. You guys are going
to
do me in there.
No, I need to get.
Property. All I had was.
You had your cell phone, your keys. I need to take that holster and
Now come on now.
I need to go give that to somebody else. I need to move my car. My car's in the middle of the street. Actually, I may leave my keys with you.
Okay.
If you could take it to my house and just drop it off.
Come on, sure, guys.
That property's in my seat. If you want to do that.
Okay.
Get one of them to follow you or something.
Okay.
You don't care?
Yeah. Sorry.
Okay. We'll do that. Let me and we'll let you take that with other people.
Me, guys.
We ain't going to.
Come on now.
Can you slide your shoes on, Mickey?
No, now come on. Come on now. Don't do me like that.
Mickey, nobody's going to treat you unfairly at all, okay?
You want one more drink of water before we go too?
Come on now. Don't do me like this.
Mickey, nothing's going to happen to you. I promise you. So
I agree. That's our.
We're not even going to worry
Don't do
about
me like this now, guys. Come on now.
Mickey, nobody's going to lay a finger on you, okay?
Come on now.
Now watch him the entire time they walk him down to the Sally Port. This is so sad. Now this has been out. We watched this once before, SRB. You might not have been here, but yeah, this is really sad to watch this happen.
Can we loosen these up? My hands are.
Let's get down here to the Sally Port and we'll look at it.
Come on now. Come on.
Yes, it will be.
Here's this holster. Yeah.
Come on now, guys.
Mickey, you're fine. I got my camera on.
Come on now, guys. No.
We got to get down there some way, okay? Mickey.
No, that ain't the way to the jail now, guys.
What's the way to the jail? How do you get down there? I don't know. I've never done it from here.
That ain't the way to the jail. Now.
What's the way to the jail? I thought the elevator went.
No.
Does the elevator go down to the jail?
No.
They don't?
No, that elevator don't go down jail. That elevator only goes up Circuit Court.
How do we get to be the Sally Port?
Huh?
It's either outside or through this stairwell.
You don't have to go outside.
How do you get there? Show us.
You can go through that stairwell right there.
Well, come on. Show us. I don't know it.
Come on now, guys. Be fair with me now.
I've been to this floor of the courthouse.
We can get to the jail right here, too. I'll show you.
Well, no, there's people in there. We can't.
Come on now. It's clear.
No, there's a woman right there. No, we're not going in there.
We're waiting in the Sally Port.
Come on,
Mickey, we ain't putting you in the Letcher County jail.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not saying to do that.
We ain't.
Come on now.
Come on.
We ain't gonna hurt you, man.
Okay.
We ain't gonna treat you anywhere.
Let's go down the stairwell.
Come on now, guys.
Here.
Come on now.
You're good. Come on. That's right here.
Don't let them do this to me, now, guys. Come on now.
Nikki, we ain't do nothing to you.
Nobody's
You
gonna do
downstairs.
nothing to you, okay? Come on now. Nobody's gonna do a thing to you.
You walk yourself, okay?
No, there's gloves there and everything now. Come on now.
Gloves. That's from.
Come on now.
That's from EMS.
No.
Keep going.
Now,
Keep going. Come on. You're all right.
Now. Y'all don't kill me now.
We ain't gonna do nothing to you. Except take care of your foot in the car.
Yeah.
That's it.
Go this way. Come on. Nope. No, don't. Not that way. Not that way. Come on. Nikki.
See how I keep stopping and looking all over the place? He's watching. He's expecting somebody to jump out and do something to him. This is sad.
No. You can't talk to him. You can't talk to him. Come on, Nikki. You know better.
Come on now. Don't put me down in jail. Here. We're not.
Is that the jail or is this?
This is right here.
Come on
How do
now.
we get in the saddle car? Is that what?
It cuts left right here. I have been here.
The door.
Hold on. Give it a second.
There shouldn't have been nobody in there. Come on now.
Everybody's on lockdown.
Come on now.
No. Yes, sir. All right.
Come on now.
You're all right.
What you guys doing to me now? This ain't right.
KSP, open the door.
This ain't right, guys. Come on. Just get me to a facility.
That's what we're trying to do. It's a long way to walk from here to Letcher County. You know, I'd rather not be there.
Come on. Let's go.
Come on now, guys. Who's in the side for it?
100%.
Who's in the car with them in the back?
Just Jake.
Just us.
Nobody in the back.
Come on.
Just us.
Be fair with it now.
Come on. Let's go.
Come on now. Come on now, guys.
Very good.
No cameras out there now. Come on.
I got my camera.
We got the cameras right here.
I got my camera on.
No, come on.
Just push through the door there.
There's cameras in that cruise?
No, there's something. Somebody's in. No.
Here, don't let it alone. Keep going. Keep going.
There we go. Come on now. Come on now. Be fair. Who's in the back now? Yeah, somebody's in the back.
Here's my keys, please.
Come to this other side.
No, this other. Yeah.
Somebody.
What's that? What'd you say? I'm going with Bates.
You're going with him?
Yeah, absolutely.
What is it?
There's nobody in there. So they do with them.
He makes them open the hatch to the cruiser to make sure there's nobody in the back that's going to take him out when he gets in the car. This is beyond sad.
Come on, Nick.
Come on now.
Come on.
Here. Hop in here. Come on now, guys. Come on. Just be fair to me.
Those are open.
Laying there.
I am laying there. Come on. You're all right, mate.
No, come on. You're going to leave me in here and let me down.
No, it's hot in here. We're going to get out here.
Come on.
Come on. Slide on in. Come on. Come on, you can do it. Keep going. I know it's tight. Keep sliding. No, come on, get in there. We're getting out here. We're all getting ready to leave. Slide sideways if you have to.
Come on now.
There you go. Put in.
We're being good to you, bro. Come on now, guys. Please don't do this to me.
We ain't going to do anything.
Please don't do this to me.
Okay.
Please, you going to scoot all a little bit to the left? Try to scoot on a little bit more.
I'm going to. I'm going to keep talking to him and see if he's maybe already finished up. Yeah. Yeah, we'll crack the window. Hold on, I'm turning some air on, okay? Mickey up. Tell Clayton. Hey, Clayton. Will you tell them to open the Sally port? Will you buzz that and tell them to open the Sally port?
That's what my thought was too, busy. Yeah, typically. Welcome, by the way.
Yep. Roadworks. You got your camera on? Mm-hmm. Okay. Back here? Yeah. Just go. Tell them open this up here. Hey, somebody's right there. That's his truck. Hey, Mike. Hey, we're getting out of here. Holler at Dustin and have him. We need that truck moved. Did you have traffic point? The road is that good? Can't pull it out. Okay. $5.48. $5.48. Hey, pull something out here in Lockford. Yeah. Hey, it's 609. I'm 1012 with 362, and we're 98 with the 1015 from Letcher County on the way to Lecher County. Yeah. Okay, thank you.
Not sure typically. There's a lot of things involved in this now that have come out. So we'll see. It could be. Could be.
So you will tell me I'm not going to listen to your tale here. I know how to get downtown, but that can't be that hard. Rower. Yeah. What's that? So if it's freaking you out, oh no, I'm good. Turn it down a little bit. I don't know how it's going to. Mickey, why'd you do it? I always thought you and Kevin was friends, so I was just a little shocked to hear it. Yeah. Was it over your family? I was asking why you done it. Was it over your family? How do you open these over here on this side? Yes, sir. Four heads are up, 4 after. I was just trying to open this so I can talk to you. Okay.
Well, I thought it was good. Just open it, man.
Anyway, can you hear me now? I was asking why you done it. Was it over your family? I'm just talking to you. I'm just asking, was it something to do with your family or anything like that?
Not at all, Good Trouble. I truly believe this is real. Good night, SRB. Have a good night. See you tomorrow. He doesn't talk to this whole trip, so I'm going to try to go forward on it.
But that's about it.
And lead the way to the jail?
Yeah. I know we get to the spurs and all, but that's about it. So it's been years since I've been on that jail.
They've also known each other their whole lives, Eddie, and being a small town, it does happen a lot. Truly it does. And I think it's a different circumstance than a regular criminal situation because he was the sheriff. You know what I mean? They're kind of like workmates too. I just don't think that they're not thinking about it the way they probably should. Good night, SRB. Have a good night here. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, seriously?
Try to stretch out there if you can. I was having the vehicle here. Ex-boyfriend, my father had a break. Go ahead. I mean, if that's some information that we need to know. I mean, you know, depending on what kind of information comes out, always can change how investigations are worked. You know what I mean? And how they're looked at. You know that. Because like I said, something led to this.
Hey, you want 362?
Go ahead.
On top of this hill.
Yes, you can see it right there. You can see lots of jail. I promise you it is.
Yeah.
This is not the jail.
Don't stress. We're right here.
Where's your mom's copy? This is not the jail. I know you. I heard. Yeah,
Hey, what's up?
Y'all were going. 497.
It's in my front seat of my car. Clayton's got my keys. Yeah. Yeah. With some other personal property. So. Okay. Okay. We're pulling into the jail here. I'll call you back here in a little bit. I ain't got it with me. It's there. It's at the scene in my car. Clayton's got my key. Clayton's got my keys. Okay. See you. Bye. Okay, Mickey. Anyway, so do you want to talk about it? Is this to do with anything with your family, your daughter, or anything?
Bring one in. Okay.
Do they have to back out to get out, or does that circle out?
Does it circle out, or do they?
Yeah, it circles out.
Okay. So,
Who you passing me off to?
Leslie County.
Oh, we know, Carl.
We've talked about this. This is Leslie County Jail.
Who you passing me off to, though? Oh, there ain't no.
Nobody. He knows the way here. We didn't know the way.
He knew the way here.
Yeah.
Y'all are passing me off here now to somebody.
Mickey, I don't know why you think this.
Look, yeah, just. Y'all are going to let somebody hurt me.
No.
I promise you.
Quit.
Yeah. Oh, I promise you.
Now, guys, be fair.
I told you we would be.
Yeah. Don't pass me off to nobody.
The only people we're passing you off to is the jailers inside here.
Just the jail.
Just the jailers.
Go in.
So
they said there's somebody in there that they got to clear out before we can pull in.
Yeah, come on now, guys.
Well, let's talk about this real fast, Mickey. Is this anything to do with your family? I think that's some information that would be nice to be out there so we knew what exactly led to this. You can go on. You're going to talk.
I think they know that already. That's why he keeps asking that question.
We're not.
No, we're not.
They're taking you inside.
Hey, pull up a little farther for me so we can put him in.
Oh,
what do you say? So you squeeze
that other car in.
Let's still get in there and be close.
Yeah, it's right after Eddie.
In there.
Yeah.
Why let's stand across like that?
Come on out, Mickey. Slide on out.
No, Lord no. Instead from that, what Danny from that?
We'll just get these cuffs when you switch out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna know who those are. Danny Clark, boys.
You look hurt. Yeah, I got them cuffs.
Danny, you remember me? Anthony Trotter. It's been a long time.
Yeah.
We worked E-Rad together a long time ago.
Yeah.
I
missed it. I've got one of the guys I work with, Ben Allen, his boys, or Darren Allen, his son, Ben Allen, keeps sending me videos.
Oh, yeah, from E-Rad?
Yeah.
Mickey, nobody's going to hurt you, I promise you.
While you're here.
He's petrified.
Mickey, before me and Jason go, I just want to make sure you want to say anything else or anything. If so, we'll go in there and sit down. If not, that's okay.
If you want to talk to him, we got a room for you to go in if you want to talk to him.
Yeah. I know it ain't comfortable. You
Try the best.
Yeah.
Two person handcuffs is up there.
So, Mickey, before we go, do you want to go in there and talk to me and Jason some more, or are you good, or you just want to go on in? It's up to you. If you do, me and Jason will walk in there with you.
I just don't want nobody to hurt you.
Nobody's gonna hurt you.
Right hemisphere.
So you just gonna go on in with them, or do you want to come in there and talk to us some?
I just don't want nobody to hurt.
Well, answer that question. Do you want us to come in there and talk to us, or do you just want to go on in there with him?
Come in here with me and him and let me try and tell you a little bit of what the Department of Corrections told me, so you'll understand what's going to go on.
You want to hear him first? We're going.
No.
Do you want to talk to us?
I just don't want nobody to hurt me.
We ain't going to hurt you.
I think we're just going to go. We've been doing round robin with them. It's been like this for yeah. We try to interview them up there. And Mickey, I'm just telling you though, if there's something you need to tell us before we go. Okay, we're going to leave, Mickey. I'll tell your wife where you're at. Okay. Well, they're going to put him as. Hold on.
Pretty wild, guys. It's really, really pretty wild. Let me see. Yeah, the next thing, that's probably going to do it for tonight. They did have a hearing the other day for him, just to let you guys know. And they put motion forward to give him bail. There hasn't been anything on that yet, but like I said, I've been following this. I'm gonna keep up on it too. I think, like I said, they sealed his psych evaluation. That's part of what they wanted done, and he's got, like I said, I think he's got a panel of 3 attorneys. They're good too, from what I can see. But they motioned. The last hearing was a motion hearing for bail. His attorney put forth, I think it was an offer of $50,000, because they said, he's the sheriff, good reputation, he's not going to go anywhere, all that fun stuff. So there's that. And then I'm just waiting to hear back or see anything back on this. And I'm trying to get documents on this one, just see what we can look through and go over and see if there's anything in like the PCA or anything like that. But with all this stuff coming out recently, these interviews, there's going to be more to come, I feel. They even said that there's a lot of girls that are coming forward now and doing videos on this and so on and so forth. So we'll see what we can get next off this. Hopefully there's more. It'll start coming quicker. 1 second. It's just a very strange situation. And like I said, what got me the most was that the guy, the things he was saying, okay, were indicative, in my opinion, of things he already knows. That's my thought on that. Things he expected to see or to happen per se. So, and there is a video that was put out where they showed when he surrendered to after he did it. After he did it, it was so strange to watch the video. You could see the video. After he did it, he walked back out of the chambers, walked out of the courthouse, and walked around outside. Nobody knew he did it. They didn't expect it to be him. So he's walking around outside like lost, like, what am I doing? What am I going to do? He comes back in, and in this video here, I think it's a clip of it at least. It shows him surrendering to them, basically. Have a good night, Carl. Thank you so much, brother. Appreciate you for joining us. Get a good night's sleep, my friend. And Tandy just said that there's additional charges that have been added to Linguini Manicotti. Oh, okay. Thank you, Tandy. Interesting. I'm speculating, but I think, in my opinion, something happened between a judge and his daughter. Well, I don't know if you saw the interviews earlier, Hemisphere, but they basically are exposing a sex trafficking ring that's been going on now. So new changes. Okay, got you, Tandy. Thank you, dear. But yeah, this is the only clip I've ever seen of this, and I just recently found this too. So let me see if it'll show it.
Back in from the courthouse. So
like I said, if you notice, like, nobody realizes it's him. He walked out the door after doing this and walked up and down the road a little bit. He's looking around for something. Nobody said a word to him because I don't think they expected it was him.
Everyone's just looking normal because this is the sheriff of the town. They don't think he would have done this. You know, people were flooding out of the courthouse, running away. Law enforcement was running past him. Clearly,
like, these guys are pointing guns in every other direction, and he's the guy that did it outside. They have no clue where he's at or who he is.
Okay, I remembered to unmute myself that time. Okay, now this is the beginning of the video that we have not seen yet. Okay, now the guy on the bottom right hand side of your screen next to all the comments, that is Justin Hunsucker. Justin Hunsucker has been a policeman for Whitesburg City Police for several years. I recently read a newspaper article that said that it called.
By the way, this is Hillbilly Crime. She's the one that lives in this area, and she's done massive coverage on this from day one. Her link is in the chat. If you guys would subscribe to her, please. She does a lot of great stuff with this. And she gets the stuff that a lot of us aren't able to get. So she's done great stuff with this from day one, folks. A whole lot of work. So
called him Chief Hunsucker. That's a big deal because the Whitesburg police chief has always been Tyrone Fields. And I'd not heard anything about Tyrone not being chief anymore. So I don't know if maybe that was a typo, if it was a misprint, or if they've switched chiefs at the Whitesburg Police Department. I don't know. If any of you guys know, let me know. Tell us. Okay, so that's Justin Hunsucker. Now, right next to him,
I don't know.
down in
That's
the
a good question.
rainbow, that is the guy who pushed all that stuff on me and tried to take my children out of my home.
That is Borums, Alan Borums. He's got a great big beard. Now, the guy standing next to him on the far left-hand side of your screen is going to be Don McCall. That is the former jailer. He was the jailer before Mickey. So, not Mickey, before Bert was Don McCall. So he was the jailer before Bert Sloan. We got some really interesting photographs last night that I think are going to be just so nice to show. All right. Now, the guy behind them, I don't know if I know who that is yet or not. Let's watch and see. Already in there. They think it's not him. Now you see Mickey coming in. That's Mickey coming in the front door there. And you see he just pulled his firearm out of his holster and he's going to lay it down. Watch. And then he walks in, takes his gun out. You see it in his right hand. Lays his gun down, puts his hands up, and look at the rest of these guys. They haven't even turned around with their weapons. They're just looking at him like, what are you doing? Lays it down. Hey, y'all, it's me. And you see the law enforcement here.
They had no idea who they were looking for, folks.
He's telling them, yeah. The first one that walks over to him is Don McCall, the former jailer. Boys, it was me. I'm laying on the ground. And they're like, oh, okay. Wow. So that's the surrender, Benny. This is the moment that we've all been waiting to see what it looked like when he walked back in, because we had not seen this angle or this shot at all before. I can't tell who that one is back there putting the handcuffs on him. Do you all know? Can you all tell who that cop is back there, the one that's handcuffing him? I can't tell who that is yet. Wow. Yeah, and you see, they were already in there.
Shocked.
Right. And see, there goes Hunsucker, and he takes Borums with him. They were already in there expecting to see another perpetrator, somebody that maybe more so looks the part. And you see him, they're cuffing him.
And they know who he is.
It's a small town.
This small town. This is the sheriff. The sheriff walks in, puts his gun down, puts his hands up.
It's as if you
did it
out of a wild movie, right?
Wow.
And so they walk him back over here, sit him down, and he's just it's his reaction is so calm. Man, they tell the ladies that were in the clerk's office there in that front office, you can see the cops tell them to go. My bias.
He's got a gun in his hand.
Right. This is a very interesting part of the video. So this girl that's sitting down, this is Christine Boland. Now, from what I've heard, she allegedly has had some kind of like an obsession with Mickey for a long time. I was told by several people, not just by one person. So if it's wrong, several people are wrong then. But several people have said that, she just allegedly acted very obsessive about him, that always telling him how good he looked, and always, just I heard that it was just very watched Court TV's live broadcast of the hearing on Friday, and the reporter said there on the front row you see the judge's two daughters there to support their dad, Judge Mullins. You guys, that one of those daughters was his wife. The older woman that was sitting behind the prosecutor was the victim's advocate. The two girls, young girls that were sitting there all hand in hand and all hugged up and stuff, they're sisters, all right. But one of them was Judge Mullins's wife, very young wife. The other one was prosecutor butter my butt and call me a biscuit. The other one was prosecutor butter my butt's ex-wife, a very young ex-wife. So you've got a judge that married one sister, and you've got a prosecutor who used to be a defense attorney, married the other sister, and they were both very, very young. Now, the judge is no longer with us because Mickey took him out, and the prosecutor is still the Commonwealth attorney in Whitesburg. Yeah, he's still an elected official doing his duty, you all, protecting the kids.
And from the news article that was read out, it wasn't a news article, it was actually an article that somebody else had put out there, that the prosecutor and the judge were really good friends, which is in turn, and their wives both, they were sisters, and they were supposedly like 30 years younger than them. As she's stating, they're very young, that the prosecutor is supposedly possibly involved within this as well, too, as well as quite a few other higher ups in the government, the local government there. It's crazy, y'all. Crazy.
Him right here. He's standing there, and there's this woman sitting down in this gray t-shirt, seeming as if she's trying to talk to him, console him. You see, she keeps trying to get him to sit down there next to her. You can see she's really upset, but watch how she does with Mickey. The other law enforcement standing around. And why in the world are they even allowed near Mickey? Why are they even allowed near him? I understand that now both of these women, this one and the other one, worked for Mickey. They worked in the sheriff's department. They're the only two females that I know of that do work at the sheriff's department. And the other one has been there for 25 years or something like that. This one used to work in the courthouse. She worked in another office. I forget which one they said. It was either like the PVA office or the judge executive's office or one of those. And she lost her job whenever the election happened. You know, somebody new got elected, and so she lost her job. Well, they just made another position at the sheriff's department and let her have a job over there. I'm wondering if she's related. Who is she related to? Is she related to Harold Bolin? Does anybody know? Is she related to Harold Bolin? But watch how she acts with Mickey. Let's watch. Watching him sway back and forth as he's sitting there in those cuffs. She's getting emotional. Assume that she's part of the staff. You know, like we said.
Yeah.
She's also the one that turned her phone over. Remember the detective, Stamper, said that one of the phones got turned in. It was hers. She's the one. Because from if we remember correctly, they said that she had sent Mickey a message, or Mickey had sent her a message, or they had talked on the phone or something right before the shooting happened. So I guess that's why she surrendered the phone. I mean, you know, we're just assuming, we're speculating, of course.
What I understood was that when he was sitting in Mullin's office and he picked up the phone, it was noticed that he FaceTimed somebody, or whatever you call it, messenger maybe, and sent a message via that messenger thing. And I think it was her that he sent it to, I think.
All town, they know everyone, and she's probably shocked, just as shocked as everyone else, to find out that Sheriff Stines is the one who did this. Now, that's LaShawna. LaShawna walks up, and did you all notice that? She was like, wait a minute, and she pulled her jacket open. I think Mickey started freaking out on her like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Maybe he thought she was a threat. It really is kind of odd, but he wasn't acting that way towards Christine Boland. He wasn't acting all freaked out that she was going to be armed. See this other woman walking up, shocked. This woman, she puts her arm around. Look, she puts her, the way that these people touch each other, it rubs me the wrong way. Like that, the level of comfort that these people have rubbed me the wrong way. That interview that we saw of the girl in the judge's chambers, well, both of the girls that we saw the interviews with the police, those just made the hair on the back of my neck stand up, because I felt like that there was a level of inappropriate familiarity there. One of the girls, the Williams girl, she was like, oh, he was my best friend. Oh, he was just my best friend. I mean, I just don't know. And then the other one, the blonde, the Goodwill jail reentry program lady, man, I got some weird feelings on that. And, I could be totally off, but, I'm still going to tell you what I felt and what I thought and how I perceived it. Somebody else might perceive it completely different. And if you do perceive it different, you by all means can get on your social media and tell people how you perceived it. I mean, we're allowed to do that, Him, she's sitting there patting him down. You see her getting emotional there.
This is unusual. This is someone who is arrested.
Now look, you notice there's the state cop. That's the one. Bates. That's Jason Bates. That's the one that sits down with Mickey and tries to get him to talk. But look how he looks at him. He's like, what? And they just, go on by.
For shooting a judge.
A
judge
that
he knows, no less. Yeah.
And look, she just keeps touching his chest. Those are the kinds of things that I just feel like are inappropriate. I don't know. I mean, I realize what we're talking about here. This is a huge situation. It's really emotional. People are really, upset and stuff. But, I just, what do you all think? Do you all see this at all the way that I do?
I know Good Trouble, but
Colleen,
she's the only
this
one
is like the Twilight Zone. Why is that girl sitting there?
Like she has.
Candy, right? Why would they be able to approach?
And I kind of agree with that a little bit. Like that's, she works with him. That's something that I would see a wife do, and I agree with that one. Yes.
Approach a suspect in a red rum case. I told you I wanted to see this surrender video.
What I don't understand is why anybody's allowed to be around him right now. Okay. Whether he was the sheriff or not, he just shot and killed somebody. And they're standing there allowing these people to come in around and talk to him. And that's not how that works. It just don't work that way, folks. It's not supposed to, I should say. So it's a little strange to me. Just saying. Oh, could be Good Trouble. Could be. Very good point.
This is the one I was waiting on. I wanted to see how this was gonna go down. It's kind of surprising though. Well then who cuffed Mickey Stein? So if the other guy was Mike Infuse instead of Don McCall, who was the one who cuffed him? No, I don't use OBS. I tried, but it's way too complicated. I couldn't figure it out. Yeah, I heard about this. There was a huge standoff today in Harold, Kentucky at the dollar store. We was stuck in traffic because the guy had taken off in the woods, and finally KSP took him out. I was and stuff, and so there's no copies of any times that cover up, Eve. That there were so many people, and D.L. Hammond. I just loved it. Intimately aware. Eater. I never saw it. There ain't no Daniel or whoever. He offered him up, allegedly, as the tool for his own pleasure, because he didn't, from what I gather from all the many stories that we hear, he didn't leave. Like, he didn't just drop her off and he left and let them have their little tryst. No. He was an exhibitionist, so he wanted to put a chair in the corner and sit there and watch. Well, a lot of these. So somebody said to me one day that maybe I was just being too judgmental about people's personal lives. Listen, you can do whatever you want to behind your front door, behind your bedroom door. You can be whatever freak number you want to be. But when you cross that line, when you bring that freak number into your job, when you bring that into the courthouse, the people's house, when you bring that in and it becomes your perverted sense of morality, is then but when you this in his face, and Justin Hunsucker is just sitting there letting this happen.
You're all in his face. She's counseling him. He is the killer. Exactly.
Wow. That's powerful stuff.
Absolutely.
Powerful stuff.
Cody Thompson.
Do you think that maybe Hunsucker knows that there was some kind of a romantic relationship between those two? I mean, that's what it looked like to me. I don't know if there was or not. Maybe there ain't. Maybe that was just simple best friends again. Very, very close, or at least they considered themselves very, very close many years ago. And from what I understand, they still do. I mean, it would be natural, wouldn't it, if you worked together for 10 years? Which I know that this picture was taken quite some time. Let me switch it. Sorry. There we go. Switch it to the right place. Let's watch it again.
Right. And they were already in there expecting to see another perpetrator, somebody that maybe more so looks the part. And you see him, they're cuffing him. They know who he is. It's a small town.
Or at least that's what it looked.
So that, like I said, that's gonna be it tonight, guys, and I will be coming back with more of this in the coming days. Thank you guys for joining me tonight, 100%. And like I said, it's good that there's finally some movement in this case. It's starting to happen. Finally. So yeah, I'm just like, she seems really comfortable with him. I will say that much, and really close with him. Where's his wife? Okay, whether she works for him or not, that's that just seems a little too close. Is that, for lack of a better way to put it? It just would make me uncomfortable. That's all I'm saying. So like I said, there's been a hearing. They put a motion in for bail and a couple other things to seal the psychological testing that he had done. So we'll see what happens with that. And of course, I'm going to follow this trial. I think they're going to be televising it, or streaming it, because they showed everything so far. And I will be covering that beginning to end, because I really want to see everything through that one. So if you guys are into this case, make sure you tune in for that point too. Besides that, guys, I'll be back here in the morning. I appreciate you all so very much for joining me. My moderators, as always, amazing. You guys are amazing. I appreciate every one of you guys so very much. Couldn't do this without you at all. Thank you guys for joining us tonight. I appreciate every single one of you guys. That's a good point too, Scott. Depending on what the conversation was, context matters. Good point, sir. Hope to see you guys tomorrow. We will be back reading some more of the reports. And I think that's what I'm going to do, guys, is I'll be trying to run double shows per day, 2 shows a day at least. I'll read some of those for a couple hours in the morning, and in the second show, we'll cover the other stuff, or vice versa. Either way, I'll do it either way. But that way we can keep covering the other stories that are going on here that need the attention as well. And we're not just stuck down in the hole reading reports from Idaho. So thank you again, every one of you. I appreciate you so very much. Don't forget to love yourselves and love each other, folks, please. That's so very important. And please don't change a thing. You guys are the beautiful people. Everybody, have a wonderful rest of your night. Good night. God bless. And I will see you guys very soon. Bye-bye, y'all.
Let's get it. This ain't no slow burn. This a new chapter. There go Cafe the Meatballs. Yeah, we locking it down. Late night, no sleep, mind on the chase. Found a new feed and I picked up the pace. The cafe, the truth, no lies on the table. Found my whole fam and this shit ain't a fable. Used to feel lost, feeling chill like a ghost. Now I got a whole crew, man, I'm feeling the most. They go on the mic, yeah, his voice is a beacon. Every time he drops true, my intellect to awaken. This ain't for the clout, ain't for the quick fame. This for the lost ones that they forgot and they. We watching the cases, we digging in deep while the whole world out here still fast asleep. This for the cafe, this for the whole fam. This for the real ones that don't give a damn. We holding it down, yeah, we sticking to the code. The meatballs on fire, yeah, we breaking the mold. So thank you, Dago, you a whole leader. Built a real community for every single reader. Only on YouTube, but the bond is worldwide. From the cafe to the crib, yeah, we all ride. Let's ride. Ain't no merch drops, just pure dedication. This ain't just a channel, it's a new nation. We all in the comments, we all in the chat. We got a real bond and you can't top that. From the missing to the victims, we seeing the light. We standing for the truth in the middle of the night. You gave us a voice, gave us something to believe. Yeah, the meatballs, man, you better not leave. We loyal to the real, we ain't doing no faking. Every new video, man, a whole squad awaken. He don't need no fame, he just need a real mic and a loyal crew that's gonna ride with him for life. This for the cafe, this for the whole fam. This for the real ones that don't give a damn. We holding it down, yeah, we sticking to the code. The meatballs on fire, yeah, we breaking the mold. Meatballs. So thank you, Dago, you a whole leader. Built a real community for every single reader. Only on YouTube, but the bond is worldwide. From the cafe to the crib, yeah, we all ride. Let's ride. Yeah. From the cafe to the crib. We all ride. Dago. The meatballs. To the last upload, man.